Welcome to the Space Cats Peace Turtles Patreon Tournament Prelims, Game 6. Our first game with Sardak gets off to a fast start. After Yin take a decisive lead, it's up to the entire table to thwart his efforts to conquer the throne on Mekatar X. Mekatar X beckons, and Yin hear its call. Will they succeed, or will the might of the entire galaxy prevail in crushing the cult's lust for power? Okay, I'm going to deal out these factions to everybody. So everyone has 3, except for Micmac Moose, who has 2. So everyone look through your factions, decide what you want to do, and then I'll announce a timing for everyone to pull them out. So just give yourselves a second. Hey, Hunter.
Hey.
You guys are welcome to talk about your hands. If players want to keep it secret, they can, but you guys are welcome to do whatever you want and negotiate drafting. That's fun. I want people to talk about their hands.
Oh, Alex is here.
Yeah, he's in my game.
Why is it?
These players are talking through what they're even going to ban, which I love. First time we've seen, you know, actual extensive conversation about what kind of game they want to have.
How do I make a game on Tabletop Simulator?
Oh, Hunter.
I've never done that before. You have to teach me everything right now.
All right, guys, I'm gonna count it down unless everyone is still wanting to talk through it for a little bit.
So we just drag it over.
Yeah, you're just gonna drag it into the side of the table over here on 3. So if everyone's ready, this is the ban. You are removing this faction from possibility to be played. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Reveal. We see a Muat ban, we see a Soul ban, we see a Clan Asar ban, Nalu, Hakan, who didn't ban? Green, are you trying to pull one out? This guy right here? Oh yeah, you need to hit F1, Choclax. If you hit F1, it'll switch back to your mouse. And we got a Jolnar ban.
Wonderful. Good bands.
Good bans, yeah. A successful Hakan ban, we now have the possibility of a 6 or so hour long game.
Yay.
Yeah, everyone pull out your remaining factions. These will be our 11 that go into the pool. And then everyone click your little quick roller in front of you one time, and we'll get dice rolls, and I'll change the turn order to reflect our rolling order, and we will do nominations. The 11 factions up for nomination are Winu, Barony, Yin, Necro, Ghosts, L1, Mentak, Isarl, Sardak, Extra, and Arborek. All right, let's see. Turns,
Have we
boom,
seen
boom.
Yin in the game yet?
No, I forget. Blue, red. I need Ben and who else? The 2s and the 7s need to roll off. So white, yellow, blue, and purple. No, not blue. Blue got a 10. Or is that a previous roll?
Nope, that was a previous roll.
That's a previous roll. Okay. So the 7s were who and
Okay,
who?
so
White.
9 of spades,
Okay.
and then Micmac. And then it'll be Evernoob and Jack B.
With Choclax in the back? No.
In
Yes.
between 2s and the 7s.
Yeah, so from here, in turn order, starting with Laxo down to Jack B, we are going to nominate a faction. Micmac Moose will nominate 2. So this is not the faction you are playing, but this is a faction that will probably be in the game. 6 out of 7 chance of being in the game. So starting with Laxo. I love how much Evernoob is ready to talk through it. I mean, that's what I've been wanting out of this draft in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going. And there is that pass turn button, so once you're done, you can go from there. So now it's 9 of spades, Alex. We have 2 Alexes in this game, so that's going to be kind of fun.
That's really annoying.
Yeah. We see a Sarl, so purple, you're going to nominate 2 factions. L1 joins the fray, and 1 more. And the
Yeah,
barony
not
joins the
Mercedes.
fray. Paul, Choclax.
Who's that last Dreadnought race. Put the Sardak in there. It'll be fun.
So far, no troll picks. Mentak to counterbalance those 2 Dreadnought races. All right, we see Mentak go in. Evernoob?
Yeah, I promised you, man. I promised you.
He did. Yeah, you
Oh,
sure
yeah.
did promise me. Ben, Jack B, you're up. Final nomination. I'm thinking Necro. Surely he wouldn't do Winu, because that just confirms the 6 factions that'll be in there. Although Winu versus Sardak. And we see a Winu dropped in.
Wow.
So these 4 factions will go into the dumpster. The possible factions are the Winu, Sardak Nor, the Mentak Coalition, the Barony of Letnev, the L1Z1X Mindnet, the Asarl Tribes, and the Yin Brotherhood. So everyone roll dice again, and we're going to go through that process one more time. Well, 2 more times, really.
Okay. So we've got purple, green, and red. Reroll, please.
Yeah, green and red, give me a reroll. You guys both got 1s. So roll for dead last.
So purple, blue, yellow, white,
Green, red.
green, red.
Okay, so our turn order starts with Michael. This is, again, the actual draft. So, Michael, you get first pick of either position or faction, and then you will be the final pick of whatever remains. I think maybe picking spot. Well, Asarl is a strong first pick, but maybe taking
I
spot.
would pick a race, to be honest. I don't
Yeah.
want to get stuck with the bottom.
That's true.
Some
Well, but I
races.
know that Evernoob is going to take Sardak, so
Gotcha.
you'd probably be left with what, Mentak or Winu, so it'd be a Mentak pick.
Winu and Yin.
All right,
Yeah.
Mac Moose takes Lizix. You can click the pass turn button and Evernoob your faction or position. Evernoob probably takes position because he's probably pretty certain that Sardak isn't going to get picked, but unless he wants to just
Yeah.
guarantee it, he's been very clear about wanting Sardak. Fast and Cultured is great for Sardak, so he,
Yep.
he knows where he's going. Okay,
He's got a game
so
plan going into
we
this
can
fight.
draw a little blue line around Fast and Cultured, and then Ben, you're up.
Takes the Sarl tribes.
Ben takes a Sarl, 9 of spades, you're up.
Hey, Matt,
Okay,
when you get a second,
slice of the Gashlight for 9 of spades. Chocolax, what's up, Hunter?
I need the file for.
Oh,
the-
shit, you do. You need the map.
Yeah, I don't have that.
How do I do that? That
I
is
can- I can
stored.
build it. Don't worry about it. I can
Okay. Yeah, because Hunter, Alec is going to join you, so I'll do my game solo, and he can. Because you should have the code. Actually, all you need is the code. So if you use the builder thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So is Alec just gonna make the game then, and then I'll join it, or?
No, either of you could do it. If Alec joins your game, he can build the map. Sorry, guys, I fell behind. Oh, I see. Chocolax takes little and tight. Laxo, pick your faction and your position.
I was assuming that was all like a preset load.
I have a load, but you can type the numbers into the map builder tool.
But then I'll have to set up the
I'll take care of
play
it.
area and everything. All right.
I got
all
you.
It's simple buttons for everything. They've like automated everything.
right. Okay. Well, I'm not even gonna worry about it.
The servers are crashing again. Yeah, it looks like the servers are crashing again or something. We'll get them back in. But Laxo, what faction were you taking? God, it is so quiet. This is so irritating. What is going on with Discord? Every time anyone joins the call, like my speakers are all the way up. Mentak and Darian Slice, it'll be back to wow. All my
I got disconnected.
drawings got deleted too.
I still see them, so.
Wow, what the hell's going on?
I don't know. The TTS servers are crashing. Everyone got booted out a minute ago. The turn is Chocolax. Yeah, green is he. I hope TTS is going to cooperate for the rest of today, but clearly having some issues starting off.
So Alex is Mentak and Darien Slice. That's already decided?
Yep.
Nice.
Hey Hunter, so if you go over to the build tool over here on the far right side, I just input the code into it. So if you click that text box, you can copy the code for the map. You will be able to. Oh, you can't copy. Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, because I can't interact. Right?
Why are you guys so much louder than Discord? It is the most irritating thing on the planet Earth. I literally have Discord cranked up to max. Chalklax is taking Barony in, was it Little and Tight? Is that correct? I'm just going to set the token there. Okay, so reversing order still. Next up was 9 of Spades. 9 of Spades picked Slice of the Gashly. So what faction are you playing in Slice of the Gashly? There's Winu, Sardak, and Yin left. He may take Sardak, which is going to really upset Evernoob.
Yeah.
But Yin is a great pick for Slice of the Gashly, honestly. Oh, wait, did we? No, yeah, we didn't. We see Yin go into the Slice of the Gashly. Next up is Yellow, Ben. Asarl is going to be in Dangerous Diplo. Is this the 4th game we've seen Asarl in Dangerous Diplo? All right, Evernoob, your pick.
I told you I would do it.
We got Sardak going to Evernoob in Fast and Cultured. And Micmac Moose with Lizix ends up in Big and Tight. So everyone can switch to a spectator role. Click your name in the upper right corner, hit gray, and then once all the people are popped out of colors, you can jump into your new spot. So relative to where your token now is. And everyone, as you can see Ben doing and 9 of Spades doing, if you take your faction token and you set it on your player board, the little part coming out of the table, all you have to do is set it on there and then hit the unpack button nearby. It'll undo all of your everything, basically. You can get all of your components out of the bag without moving anything else around. Yeah, Chocolax, if you drop it right here and then hit unpack.
Mac's looking for his box.
Matt, can you see red writing over Slice of the Gashly?
Yeah, I'll fix some things. Evernoob, if you...
Oh, I can't erase it because I'm not promoted. So that's a problem.
Oh yeah, let me
Yeah,
refix the promotions.
I'm back. How do I unpack this?
So if you you have your faction sheet down, all you have to do is hit the unpack button, and it'll pull everything out of that box. Just like that. Chalklax, you gotta. These buttons can get a little bit finicky. You gotta hit right on the gray spot, so not on the whole thing, but up at the top part of it. There you go, just like that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Michael?
good pick there, Evernoob. It would have been my.
Michael, before you do anything with that box, put that box up on the table. Yeah, and hit the unpack button over here next to your units.
There you go. All right, everybody's unpacked. It's time to go to camp.
Oh, I put, yeah, that doesn't matter.
What part of the process is time to go to camp?
So everyone, we also need to roll again for speaker token now that we're all in our positions. Evernoob crushing it with the rolls. Same with Michael, 2 10s. I need a roll from blue and who else? Red. There's reds. Blue, if you can roll. All right, the purple and yellow player need to re-roll.
That's important for me because it's either first or last. That's bad, man.
I have to do just purple and yellow.
Oh wow.
Why can't I erase this red squiggle?
How do I get the red drawing away?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to erase it right now, and it's not allowing me to.
At the end of if you
I know. I have the eraser open, and it's still not. It wasn't letting me do it.
There's
That was
a
very
like
weird.
a trash bin at the end of that list of tools. You can just hit that and get rid of all the drawings.
Oh, but that also, well, I guess it removes all the lines, but I can easily add them back in. Yeah, Michael, there you go, you got it. Your button's being weird.
Mr. Button.
Put your balls in my top.
Mr.
Okay,
Button.
Evernoob, you are the first round speaker, which my token looks all jacked up, so give me a second.
All jacked up.
All jacked up and ready to go.
Thank you.
All right,
Do
I'm gonna
one, two, two,
I'm gonna
sir.
deal two. Sorry, Hunter's quoting StarCraft things in my ears. I'm gonna deal 2 secret objectives to everyone. Remember to flip it in your hand before you take it out of your hand, so that it comes out of your hand face down. You're gonna discard 1 secret objective. Delighted to serve.
Need a white.
So Root, you're recording Hunter's game, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah, you can just drop it near the deck, and yeah, slip it in, whatever. Just plop it over here by the objectives, and I'll drop them all in.
How do you deal off? Oh, whoa.
Is there a way to move the screen when you're dragging something?
WASD will move it.
Okay.
WASD will move it.
You can trust WASD for everything.
Hey, WASD will do it. WASD will do that job.
But
Remember to flip. Yeah, always flip before you pull out of your hand.
God, I hope Alex doesn't embarrass us today. I want that on the recording.
Hunter, if you want, I can take the GM spot in your game, so I can deal out stuff for you and all that jazz.
I'm into that, and then that way you can kind of just like, because a lot of little stuff I feel like I don't know, so you can kind of just tell me that stuff
Yeah.
as you do.
Well, and honestly, it's kind of dumb that, I mean, I do the GM spot just because I'm moderating so much stuff, but for Root to have the GM spot where the recording can actually see all the stuff we want it to see is the smarter thing that should start happening, but it's just annoying that we can't have 2 GMs. All right, everyone. We have everything unpacked. We're essentially ready to go. So Evernoob, as the speaker, you're first up. Oh, I'm sorry. I do need to reveal Publix. So before you make that choice, let me go ahead and do that in case it sways your ideas. The first one is diversify research. Own 2 tech. Hey, who's dropping my stuff through the table? Diversify tech, 2 tech, 2 colors, and develop weaponry. Own 2 tech unit upgrades. So it's a techie start. Here we go, folks.
Are you kidding me?
So Evernoob, what would you like to pick? Was it going to be Warfare still? All right, Evernoob takes Warfare. Micmac Moose, you're up. Evernoob's secret objective is discard 5 action cards. Michael's is Bombardment to kill the last ground force. Laxo got 4 cultural planets, not the one you want to get in Darian's Slice. Although he's Mentak, he might get those cruisers all over, who knows. Jack B, who is Ben, needs to win against the victory point leader. Let's see. 9 of Spades got 4 PDS units on the game board, and Choclax got Control Mechatol Rex and have 3 ships in the system. So we may see Choclax as the Barony get an early grav drive and push for a very fast Mechatol just to get that point out of the way before it's annoying.
That I would pick Sarlachnor if the possibility was there. And you know why? Because I would not want my spreadsheet to be
Unbalanced.
Leadership gets all the way to last pick.
Wow. Well, yeah, I don't know. All right, so let me adjust the turn order. So we've got blue with leadership, no Diplo, green with
whammy.
politics, construction is white. What's that? E and Q will rotate, or you can click on it and hold it and use the scroll wheel, but I use Q and E.
I use scroll.
Red.
If you're doing your scoreboard live, Matt, don't forget to put
The objectives. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to forget that constantly, but I kind of just...
That's why I don't do it live.
It gets caught up eventually. I'm definitely just not going to do it in post, so... And top of the order is Choclax. All right. Yeah, let me start updating documents. 2 tech,
If I did do that in post,
2 colors,
Can we place the planet
2
cards?
upgrades.
Go on the trail into that route.
Yeah, we sure can. There you go. You got it. I'm excited today to see Yin in Slice of the
I'm
Gashly.
excited for the Sardak.
Yeah.
How did you guys put your objectives? No, your PNs in your hand. Or just like
You hover above your name, then you see kind of like a thing in the color of your name coming up, and you have to drop it in there.
Man, I can't hear anybody that's
Yeah.
speaking in Discord.
my
Yeah,
thing's
Skype
going
is a
up.
nightmare.
Is up or freeze down for you because
Anything in your hand is hidden from us. We can't see it. So I can see that you have 4 promissory notes and secret objectives, but I don't know what they are.
and where's my racial one?
There should be another deck of your faction cards that got put somewhere when you
Should have
unpacked.
unpacked when we hit that button. I don't know where it went.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, this sucks. I don't have a way to.
Fuck, sorry, I didn't take my tokens right now.
I don't know where your faction promissory note went. It definitely would have gotten pulled out with everything else.
I plan on using it, guys.
Alright.
You want us to
is
hold
it-
up, Matt, or you good?
Yeah.
You guys can keep going forward. We're just kind of trying to find this promissory note.
I didn't drop it in anything.
Well,
My planets were here, and so was my. Yeah, that's all.
And everyone, we did see Chocolax do the primary of leadership. So going around, is anybody doing the secondary of leadership? Also, this is something else I didn't announce, but it is easiest if everyone gives me a yes or no in chat. You can even do like no secondary or no one or whatever to say you're passing on the secondary. So
there's something left in the start ignore box. Is it that?
it's no, I already took it out.
No, it's
It was a bag. Yeah.
Oh, right.
I can grab an extra copy, but last time I tried to do that, the game like exploded.
Freaked out, yeah.
I don't think it was related, but I don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like it must be in a deck of cards somewhere else.
Yeah, it must be in somebody else's area, or
I'm
why is there no like
so
global search option?
Right.
Matt, are you also dealing this out?
I'll deal action cards out. Or what are you talking about? Trade goods? You can grab your own trade goods. But let's try to be, as players, let's try to be diligent with the trade timings. So again, it is Laxo's going to gain 3 trade goods. Then he's going to replenish his economies. Then you guys can talk through what the trades are going to be. But then in order, you need to choose who you're allowing to do the secondary for free. And then we'll go through the rest of the secondaries.
Okay, so Jack, I'll refresh you if you want to do it for free. That's all.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, I'll refresh Jack. That's it.
Sardak, I'll offer the same.
You're on the other side of the board, it's unlikely you're going to be neighbours.
Yeah, I can really only trade with my neighbors. So it's gonna be Jack. Jack.
I like Mintac round 1 trade. Actually.
I guess anyone else can need to do it.
I thought Mentac had the.
The what?
That's Michael talking.
Well,
It
yeah,
sounded like he
I
called
just-
himself the
there's no
Sardak,
way I'm gonna-
which is causing some confusion.
Well, Mentac, your neighbours with Lizits. If during this go we can get together, then we could do.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about me spending a command token to get one trade good, which does not sound that enticing.
Roger.
Micmac is new to TTS, and Nine Space is not, so their difference in like meta
Right.
understanding of the game is going to play a big part in that
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, I mean, the unfortunate part of doing a tabletop simulator tournament is familiarity with Tabletop Simulator will obviously help you. So
Yeah,
just
and people who play
I
it
put the
now,
ground
like-
forces on the cards, and I picked up the cards, and the ground forces came with physics.
Did we ever find Evernoob's?
No, it's gone. GON gone. I can, Matt. Do you save the board state, and I'm gonna try to get a copy. Or if you want to, I can tell you how to.
Matt.
I just saved it. Yeah, I just saved it. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Lexo.
Can you Root and Hunter see what's in our hands?
I can, as the GM, as the player black, I can see everything. I know everything.
That's all I want.
Alright, this is a fresh start Acnor box.
So are we supposed to say if we're moving units so that everybody knows, or are we just leave it to up to other
I mean, for first round, I'm pretty lax with it, but if you don't mind announcing it, I'll be checking things out. Same things will go for when we start building stuff. I'll double check people's production, but I'm not going to try to hold the game up just to confirm every single move. All right, so Chocolax, I believe it's your turn again. Chocolax. Alex, I'm gonna hate calling you Laxo all game. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna be adding some nicknames underneath people's decks of cards.
Yeah, do that. Frickin' do that.
Yeah,
alright?
freaking do it, dude. Whatever. I don't care.
Spades
come on.
works for me.
I don't know,
if
just
that's
like
easier.
put the names there or something. Like,
Come on, do it.
Or
Fucking
9.
Do it.
Do it, coward. You won't.
no balls.
No! Oh god. It happened again. The
What happened?
stupid oh god.
Oh my god.
What happened?
My camera. My camera.
Oh no, your
P.
camera.
P. Third person? No, this one. Oh, son of a bitch. What is happening? What did I hit that completely jacked this up? How do I completely
I think Y is the button.
Nope. When I move,
Reg,
what in the hell is happening?
I want to do this trade with you before tech gets popped. But you haven't moved out your home system yet. I don't want to sit in one of
Dude,
your
I
planets.
can't
So if I move
stand Tabletop
the B
Simulator.
hole, will you here and here next?
Yeah, I could do that.
Well, otherwise we will both miss tech likely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move a ship out of my home system anyway. So I was thinking.
When I hit W and S, I pull away from the table rather than moving like forward and back.
Yeah, I'd rather move a ship there because I'll block the B hole and it's next.
And I hate the little thing that like shows you different hotkeys because it's like doesn't tell you any of this crap.
Popping construction.
Does anyone know the myriad of ways the camera can get messed up? Because my WASD is now completely broken, and I've tried cycling through P, and it is not doing anything.
There's a space bar. Reset it.
Yeah, now spacebar, all it does is make me fly away from the table.
Maybe he's trying to take you to the other
Yeah, me
table that
too.
Root got the promissory note from.
My scroll wheel no longer zooms me in and out, and only spacebar does that.
Sorry, Matt, I can't help you.
I made a mistake. Sorry, I
Go
made a
into the
mistake.
menu. Yes, but you can't press it because it puts all tokens back into the bag. So if you screw up one, you have to do just the one. Who was saying they made a mistake?
Yeah, I'm not following it up.
Matt, if you go into menu configuration and then controls, you can see what the different camera angles do.
Yeah, I just tried to reset it to default, and it is in open rebellion. It has decided that it is in control now, and I am a useless being.
And hitting P doesn't do anything. What about? I think if you right click, there should like just on the black area of the board there should be an option for camera viewing or something.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again?
Yeah, if I turn it off, I'll completely close the whole game. So that's fun. I'm supposed to be in third person, right? Or first person?
Third.
That's what I thought. I'm in hell. I'm just in hell right now.
You can try
You're not
first person.
you're hosting. Of course you can't.
Is everyone
what does
done
it
using
say?
the
I don't
secondary?
It is completely glitching out right now. It's just like 100% glitching out.
So what does it say when you go to controls for W8 WASD?
Hang on.
Do those right?
Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn, Matt, if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, guys. I'm very distracted just trying to get this to work.
No, red.
What?
German guard.
The ever-loving hell is going on. I fixed it. It was Z. It's Z. In case everyone wants to know, Z is the key that should never be hit. Don't ever hit Z. It's the worst.
What does Z do?
I don't know. It takes you to hell.
To hit Z so bad.
No. I have not been following the action at all. I don't know what anybody's doing. They've been completely on their own, like big boys and girls.
Couple PDS going out.
Are you guys about to start your game?
Okay, I'll just
Oh,
be
yeah, we need
waiting
to do that.
another system, so next one can start thinking.
Alright, I'll jump into the other channel.
I will too.
I gotta promote these players as
yeah,
well.
I was about to ask if you were going to do that.
Yeah, I've got 4 out of 6, and the last 2 just messaged me. So I just got RoboFish, which, Hunter, you get RoboFish in your game. So
Cool,
congratulations.
Hey, what up?
And then
Yo,
I need
what
to
up?
get Jim.
Doing,
Bye, Root.
doing good.
I think I'm probably going to leave your guys' Skype call because I don't
Yeah,
know that I'll be able to focus.
Yeah, you don't need all that chatter. Yeah, you.
It's going to be a lonely day for Matt. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
They didn't even like say bye or good
I'm
luck.
gonna go.
They're
I've
just
got
like,
to
"Alright,
go
let's
now.
This is boring."
Now I've got to go.
Okay. I'm leaving a Skype call with Root and Hunter because they are the worst. And I don't want to be their friends anymore. All right, we're all on our own now. Hi. Okay, I'm back. Distractions are over. Camera is fixed. Your moderator is now actually moderating the game. Hello.
Praise be.
So, feels like standard expansion so far. Mentak takes Melon Zobat. That's the interesting thing with Darien Slice is the best system actually isn't directly in front of them as opposed to pretty much every other slice. You could make an argument for Centauri Grawl, but everybody else wants to go straight forward. And maybe that's a flaw in the design of Darien Slice. Probably just neglecting to do it better, but makes for interesting choices there. One of the only positions that really wants to go left before they go forward.
I'm just taking Lazar Saculeg.
Of course, Skype messes up even more of my sound settings. Naturally. That'll do.
Okay. Well,
So Mentak got 6 trade goods out of his bidness for a 2 for 3 with a Sarl, the advantage of going left first. So being a friendly little boy. Okay.
Again, that's fast. Building in my home system.
What did you do last turn?
I invaded 2 systems, and this is my third action.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, guys, no warfare for you.
Easy.
Technology. I'm getting sewing.
I'm following and taking Neural.
Yeah, same.
Okay, sorry. So Michael, what tech are you getting off of getting Sarween?
So
Mentak getting Neural, a Sarl?
I'm gonna get Transpan still plating whatever.
Transpara still plating for a Sarl. 9 of spades. Got Neural. Barony, your tech. Looks like Neural.
Yeah, neural 2.
And Sardak,
Nothing.
no tech. And moving on to
We
Sardak.
don't believe in technology.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If it was possible to only take upgrades, I would. Well, it is with some tech skips.
Evernoob, it's your turn. Are you building in your home?
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
already built in my home. Oh, sorry.
Got it. Great.
Clicking. Yeah.
Show me the build that you did, just so I can double check it.
I built 1 cruiser, 2 fighters, and 2 ground forces for 4 total, 5 capacity.
it's showing in turn. Is that after the technology I just flipped? Yeah, yeah.
He's just asking if he should end turn.
Right. Okay. Chalklax is up. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm passing.
Okay. So just so everyone else is aware, your little token, your faction token, when we pass, we just use that to cover up, and it makes it a little bit easier for everyone to visualize who has and hasn't passed. So Paul is passing. Play goes to Ben.
Play politics.
Matt, are you doing the turn order thingy?
Yin follows politics.
Yeah, barony follows politics.
What's that, Evernoob?
I thought on the top right you could see the order, the colors who would come next, but you can't.
Lizix is doing
I can. Matt, are you dealing out action cards, or do we draw our own?
I'll deal them out usually. Ben's already started grabbing his stuff, but I'll deal the rest out. So 9 of spades.
Sorry, Matt.
Oh, sweet
Never
Christ.
grab
I'm still getting my
the
sound
order.
settings fixed after dropping the Skype call because Skype is a terrible program that no one should use. Sorry. Okay, 9 of spades. Yes on politics or no?
Correct.
Sorry, I said yes or no, and then you said correct.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Got it.
I started
should
saying
just
it
type
before you.
Paul, are you doing the secondary politics?
Yeah, I already put the token away. I'm following up. Yeah.
Lizix is doing politics.
Sardak, are you doing politics?
Yes, please. I already paid.
Lizik said yes. Mentak, are you doing politics? No. Okay. That is the end of politics. Have you already decided?
Matt, what do I do with the top and bottom for agendas? Do
Yeah,
I just do that, or you want to do it?
I can do it for you. Which ones do you want?
I want this one on the top, and that one on the bottom.
Just quick, how does Mentak have 2 action cards if he didn't do politics?
I shouldn't.
I don't know.
I should have gotten.
I probably accidentally hit red. Sorry, I'm
I didn't even
still
get
trying to
Sans.
fix things on my end. Who didn't get their action cards?
Sardak Nor. Purple.
The person who should be red.
Absolutely.
I pass.
Okay.
I forgot to move the speaker token.
Oh my god, he is so loud.
Well, you didn't ask for it. Just take it.
No, yeah. Are you taking it, Ben?
Yeah,
great.
obviously.
He doesn't
Should we
have
go
it
and get some
all.
lizards?
He can't pass it because he's already looked at agendas. Right, Matt? That's how that works. If you look at agendas, you're assumed to have taken the speaker.
Yeah, more or less. We'll try to. I'll be a little bit more on top of it. Sorry, guys. I keep having like a million distractions just because this other game is trying to get started too. Things will smooth out as soon as that one gets underway.
Let's say you always take it yourself unless you start a whole conversation about it.
Yeah. That's kind of the assumption.
There was a bigger.
I'm building in my home system. I spent 5 trade goods, and I have Sarween for 2 cruisers and 4 infantry. Production is 6 total.
Paul, you've still got two tokens in your action.
Yeah, I used, I got, because of
Leadership,
leadership, I got. No.
Has everybody activated their home system yet? No. Lizix hasn't. How?
So hasn't.
How many actions did you take? 3. 2 actions.
Those
Yeah.
peop- they're really not going to be able to do anything with that. Sarl doesn't have any tactics. I don't know what Lizix would do with.
Yeah, Lizix could use warfare and then. Do you still have planets yet?
The
And
person that
adapt.
only started with 1 carrier is already activated their home system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Warfare.
All right, warfare is being popped. Michael, are you doing the secondary of warfare?
Yes, I am.
All right, go ahead and spend the token, and you can start building. I'll follow up with the build in a moment. Mentak, are you building?
Nope.
Isarl, are you building in your home?
No.
Okay. 9 of spades, looks like no tokens.
Nope.
Paul, are you building in your home?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to double check the builds of Chalklax and Michael.
I'm just flipping my planet for a cruiser.
Okay, you're good. And Michael, your build? And Ben, you can, or whoever, let's see, we've gotten out of the turn order. No, we haven't. So Michael, when your build is done, it'll be your turn. Michael, you there?
Yeah, I've just. I'm just finishing making my mind up what I'm doing.
Sure thing.
Is there a way to zoom on a card in your hand to read it?
Yeah, if you hold the Alt key, it'll zoom in on just a specific component.
Thanks. Okay, so that's why you use Alt.
Okay, looks like 2 cruisers, 2 fighters, 2 ground forces. Yeah, you could build 1 more unit. But no more money. Okay, so 2 cruisers, 2 fighters, 2 ground forces, and then it's your turn, Michael. we see a skilled retreat and a morale boost for L1. We see a sabotage and a shields holding for Ben. Michael, your turn. Passing?
I'm ending turn.
Was that a pass, Michael? Okay.
Yeah.
And I see Ben
yes, I'll pass
passing. Yin has already passed. Laxo
Pass.
passing. That leaves Purple as the last person playing Twilight Imperium.
Yeah, I'm gonna invade the next planet.
Nice round one, man. Nice.
That's it.
Okay, and then it's your turn again.
No, I'm passing.
All right, so Chalklax, end of round one, first to score. Are there any public or secret objectives that you can score?
No.
Ben.
No.
9.
Negative.
Alex.
No.
Evernoob.
What do you think?
And Michael.
No.
You guys are terrible at this board game. All right, just kidding. So our next stage 1 public objective is found research outposts. Control 3 planets that have the same tech specialty. I will.
Not the same.
Sorry, to have tech specialties. I'm not reading. I'm just going through. Hey, there's 69 action cards in the deck. Anyways, blue has neural. Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Boom. Green gets 3. White gets 2. Red gets 2. Purple gets 1. And yellow gets 2. All right, everyone's got their action cards. Everyone else can do your homework. If you hit the Get Tokens button, it'll pull all of your command counters from the board and drop them directly into your bag. Then you can gain your 2 and redistribute. As the very final thing that you do, once you've flipped all your planet cards and everything else, hit the Return button at the bottom of your flipped over strategy card, and it will set it directly back in its spot. But make that the last thing you do, because when I see all 8 back on their positions, that's when we'll move on. We won't have an agenda phase this time, so we'll move into the strategy phase once all 8 strategy cards have returned. So make sure you've done all of your other status phase things.
There wasn't. I didn't listen. There wasn't a button for returning the tokens, right?
Yeah, on your player board, there's a Get Tokens button just above
Yeah,
your...
yeah,
yeah, there you go. Looks like a Sarl's still got their tokens out.
Yeah, I've got discard one of these.
Oh, sure,
cards,
yeah,
so-
yeah. We have already seen a Sarl discard a morale boost, and now a direct hit.
Can we get callouts when that happens?
I'll do my best to, and yeah, Sarl, if you don't mind trying to announce when you discard things, that would be helpful as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Sardak, do you want to put your tokens on Corneo and risk?
Who are you talking to?
Sardak Nor, I'll get it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
A lot of players keep that little owner token near the board, just so it's a little bit easier to find and remember. So when you're done doing all the rest of your cleanup, hit the return button on the bottom of your strategy card. And when I see all 8, we'll move into the start of the strategy phase.
Wait, do what?
Your strategy cards have a return button, so you're good. If
I
you're
already returned.
Sarl, don't forget to flip your planet cards over. All right. Everyone has returned their strategy cards. That's the end of the status phase. We're now in the start of the strategy phase. There is a timing window there. And without further ado, Speaker Isarl, you can select a strategy card. Isarl takes tech, 9. Nine takes leadership. Choclax, Paul? He didn't take gravity drive. He went for the early neural, so maybe not pushing necessarily as hard as I thought. Maybe he would for Mechatol, which isn't a bad idea.
Someone stole my big token again.
Politics.
Politics for Paul. Evernoob?
Matt, are we still able to do secret conversations?
Yeah, you guys can essentially do secret conversations whenever you want. Just let me know, and we'll pop into a separate channel. I'll probably follow you. Since I don't have Root here, what we used to do is Root would go, and I would stay in the other channel, but I will probably go with people into their secret conversations, which means I'll miss out on valuable everyone else talk, but oh well, so be it. But yeah, if you need a secret conversation, just say who you want it with, and then we can switch over to Discord and switch into the secret conversations #1 channel. Purple takes trade.
Paul, would you mind jumping in for a secret conversation quick?
Yeah, we can do it.
Michael, you can go ahead with your pick. I'm going to follow them, but you guys go ahead and can continue picking your strategy cards. So you got to switch to Discord and then double-click the Secret Convo 1 channel. The other, sorry. Yeah, there you go. All right, go ahead, guys.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, man. So I know, like, I'm of the mindset that combat is not the best way to win this game. And having guys, like, dig into your pie slice and stuff is not ideal. And when you have Sardak on your left there, I know you don't want to have to worry about me coming in and taking planets. That being said, I would love if there was some way that we could work out that I could borrow Tarman for a round. The only thing is I'm not sure I can get there this round.
Yeah, this round you won't be
not
getting
sure
there, so
what 9
I'm
is
gonna
means.
grab it this round anyway. If there might be some conflict with Sardak anyhow, so but we're gonna see. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thing is, it comes for a price, of course, and you will probably make a victory point out of it. So the question
I understand.
What are you willing to give me?
I'm always open for exchanges and then some for supports or ceasefires if necessary. We can talk about it again in a little bit. I just kind of wanted to put your mind at ease that if you have to focus on Sardak, I'm not coming in to start stealing planets from you or anything like that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, we can hop back into Patreon game 1. And 9, your turn is up. All right, we've returned, and it's 9's go.
Yeah, I am. Gonna activate Lodor.
Can you put some extra bonus counters?
Is that the end of your turn? 9, yeah. All right, Choclax, you're up.
I'm activating Tarman.
So I'm not actually 100% clear if this is a open rebellion to the deal or if this kind of is what they were ending up saying there at the end. It got a little muddy to me, but it sounds like they're still open to talking about it in some way.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, that's typical.
All right, Michael, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to activate.
Ooh, L1 might be looking to get dirty, or is he just moving to Quan? Probably just moving to Quan, but... Nope, yes, no, no, yeah, no, yes, no, yeah. All right, Quan is activated by L1. Evernoob, your turn will be next. Is he going to take 1 or 2? What's his motive here? Just 1 from New Albion? No, taking both. All right, Evernoob.
Taking Mechatol Rex. Guys, I could have taken Imperial, but I didn't want to.
So I'll take the Custodian's token and I'll put it over here by the scoreboard, and we'll add your token to it, and we'll move Sardak up to first place with 1 point.
You're flying too close to the sun.
Congratulations.
Everyone needs to turn on Sardak now. He's the
Immediately.
leader.
Yeah, let's fuck him up. Big time.
I think that's the last time I will hear that phrase, but anyway.
No.
I mean, hey, I'm already not happy with you, actually.
All right, if that's the end of your turn, Evernoob, Alex, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Arnor and Lore, which I could have gotten last round if Sardak had let me. Thanks. Oh.
All right, Mentak takes Arnor Lore. Evernoob, if you'll pass the turn. And then, Alex, when you're done, you can pass the turn. Ben, you're up.
Building my home system.
Okay, Ben is building his home system. 9, you can go ahead and go. Ben, I'll keep an eye on your build while you're doing that.
Okay.
I would love to see Asarl do something in Dangerous Dip on this
gonna
game. I
pop
feel like
leadership.
in general we've seen Asarls that play a fairly passive game and then never quite
Take
actually
3
get their
and then
opportunity.
spend 6 for 5
Every time they
total.
stretch thin, they are in wormholes, and then wormholes get bombed, or they're too close to Mechatol, or they just always end up getting screwed over by agendas.
I'm following.
Sardak finally win with 1.
Okay,
Wait,
Paul.
which planets are you popping over there? Oh, I'm sorry, 5 total. You're just doing your right.
Yeah, I got 3 from leadership and then 2 from R&M here.
I'm
5
flipping
total.
Raren for 1.
When was your Lodor spent? 9?
He just got it this round.
Oh, of
That
course,
was my
of course. That's
first
your new
action.
take. Yep.
For the record, I'm spending my last trait gift for 1.
So, Paul, did you get command counters?
I flipped Raren for 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do essentially what Evernoob just did. If you just type, if you're doing the secondary leadership, you can just type how many command counters you got in chat, and then that'll help us go through the order. So, Paul, it is your turn.
Do we say command tokens or command counters?
I don't. You can just say the number.
Dane says command tokens, so that's the only.
Yeah, but, why change that? That's like the worst thing for me. After playing 10 years with command counters,
I don't know.
it's like races and factions. I will always keep referring to races. Sorry, it's 10 years of practice.
9, if you'll pass the turn. There you go. And Paul is activating
My
Rare
bad.
on Kaysen.
Yeah, I'm getting here. Whatever the name of it is.
So you didn't move anything. The Dreadnought was already there, taking one, and you just took the
I
other.
got the infantry.
Okay, Michael.
I prefer to call that planet Quison, like how that chick used to talk about the Iron Shift.
Yeah, Yeah, Cuisen. Yeah, Cuisen. Yeah.
Cuisance.
Playing construction.
All right, construction is popping. Alex, you do the secondary of construction.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, green. Ben, secondary of construction.
No.
Yeah, white.
Yes.
Paul.
Nope.
Evernoob.
Nope.
Alex, were you doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, don't forget to activate the system that you're dropping the PDS in.
I don't have to, Matt, because it's already active.
Well, then, good for you. All right, that is Michael's turn. Evernoob.
I'm popping trade.
Trade's
And let's
popping.
have some negotiations.
So
Okay,
3
well,
trade goods go
I'm
to
gonna
Sardak
take
Nor.
one of those immediately.
Okay. 1 trade good goes to Mentak. And then
So, Paul. Yeah, sorry.
I'm game.
I'm neighbors with everyone except Isariel, I think. Yeah.
So you're neighbors with a whole bunch of guys with 2
Yeah.
command.
good
Trade
point.
goods,
There are
yeah.
no 4
I'm
commodity
giving
factions
all of you one
and
trade
only
good for your
2
trade agreement.
threes.
No.
First one to accept says.
If you do a 2 for 2 swap, and I will give you my trade agreement for 1.
2 for 2.
For 4, essentially.
That's right, 3
Wait,
for 4 effectively.
Wait, I'll need you to talk me through the math. I give you 2 trade goods.
You refresh my commodities, and we swap those commodities, and I'll give you my trade good.
That doesn't work as a binding agreement because you don't have any yet, do you?
No. I'm going to offer you the same. So I'll walk you through what he's saying. He's saying refresh commodities. So me or him will have 2 commodities, and we give you those 2 commodities for 2 of your commodities plus 1 of your commodities, and in addition, you get our trade agreement.
Yeah.
So you would
Would that be-
effectively get our 2 commodities and a trade agreement, and you would lose your 3 commodities.
But do you have commodities now?
You have trade, so you can refresh them for free, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I would get a trade agreement which I can use only next round. That is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
correct. So,
I get that.
So he was hoping to drive a hard bargain, and he got shut down. Nobody willing to just do the 1 for
Who
2.
says that?
Laxo, Red, Mentak.
Axo Red Mentak.
so
Do you have them at the moment? No. Yes.
Okay,
No,
so
you
you
don't.
give me your 2 commodities, and I'll give you my trade agreement.
Okay.
So just to recap, if you refresh my commodities and we swap, I'll give you my trade agreement for 1 trade.
That was my first proposal.
That was
I
his
give you
first
1
offer.
trade good now, and you give me your trade agreement.
The reason why he's doing that, Moose, is so that he can flip your trade agreement immediately and get it. He doesn't want to have to wait for.
Nope.
I get that. I'm not prepared to do that, but I'm prepared to do the effective 3 for 4.
Yeah,
I'll-
but that's delayed.
I'll offer you the same agreement that Mentak did, Sardak. So I give you my trade agreement for 2 of your commodities, and then you can pop it immediately to take my 2. But Mentak's the
That
one
won't
who
work.
just stole from you. Keep it in mind. Why wouldn't that work? If I give you my trade agreement for 2 commodities,
Oh yeah.
you would get.
Mentak just stole from me. I forgot about that.
I don't think
Well-
anyone's going to take your lowball offer.
No, I could have. But Mentak is out. Anyway. So, let's see. Isaril,
2 commodities, I'll give you my trade agreement, and then you can pop it.
I give you 2
You're
trade
n-
goods for your trade agreement.
You're not
No, we're
adjacent
not.
to-
We're not neighbor. We're not neighbor.
But listen. If you refresh me, we can do something in the agenda phase.
Right, I cannot wait. I need it in my next activation.
Alright, well,
Okay, so I can choose who to trade with, and I'll pick. Why not, Yin? You guys are reasonable. I'll give you 2 trade goods. You give me your trade agreement. Oh, I'll give you 2 commodities. I mean. Do I drag them myself? Yeah. Here.
And so then, are you only refreshing yin?
That's correct.
Okay, is anybody doing the secondary of trade by themselves?
I'll give you my trade agreement. I'll give you my trade agreement.
Wait, one moment. I'm also. I have to get rid of one more. Two more, actually. Two more trade goods. Commodities. I forgot I had more. What are these commodities doing here?
You gained 3 total, so you just gave 2 away and you have 1 left.
I had more than I thought, sorry. Barony. You also wanted...
I would be, for an equal trade, I would be in just like same.
And I'll offer you my trade agreement for 2 trade goods.
Who's speaking? Sorry.
Elizabeth will offer you his trade agreement for the two trade.
I can give you an equal, but I want your political secret.
Mine.
I'll do my my trade agreement for the one commodity.
So, wait, I'm a little bit confused here right now. So, you want to give me the 2 trade goods, like equal exchange, and then you will have you want my political secret too.
No, that doesn't work. I know you can only do one PN per transaction. I forgot.
Well, what you could do is refresh him and swap your 2 trade goods for his 2 commodities plus a political secret, and then neither one of you has enough for Mentak to.
Yeah, but as soon as I refresh, the trade agreements activate, and I get over.
Well, no, because you would refresh Barony first without refreshing mine yet, and then make a transaction, and then you could choose to refresh mine later. But you would still have 2 trade goods.
He can decide whether he uses the trade agreement, right? So he can just keep it forever. He doesn't use it when he's refreshing. He just can.
First trade's
it's
always
clockwise for the secondary Laxo, but he can decide in what order to pop trade agreements. Like it doesn't say.
But only now I can make him refresh. If I keep it for the next round, I cannot make him refresh.
No, but if you ever get a hold of trade again, then you got 2 guarantees.
Yeah, but then I'm in the same problem. I kind of forgot about Mentak.
I think you just have to live with that. They would probably get 1, so they can only get 1 per transaction. So you need to make the most out of 1 transaction, right?
Mentak.
Yeah.
I'm trading you 2 for 2. I'm trading you 2. You give me your trade agreement, and you don't steal anything in this transaction.
What 2 were you giving me?
A commodity and trade good.
Okay, I'll do that.
nice. Good. I think that was a good deal.
You may want to just clarify that, Evernoob. You said this transaction.
Yeah, as soon as this phase, whatever it is, when I do the refreshing, this phase, nothing gets stolen from me.
The deal I understood is this transaction. So I will not agree to an entire trade phase. I'll take my.
Alex is a harsh negotiator.
Back, please. My trade agreement.
Okay.
So if I don't know if you give me the 2 for 2, you can have my trade agreement, but I won't give away my political secret.
Alex playing harsh here with Evernoob. Suppose it could work out in his favor though.
Okay, this won't work with trade agreements.
Yeah, you just have them. If you need it in like 3 rounds, you still have it.
Yeah, it's true. I messed this up. Sorry, guys. Next.
It's easy. So you want to keep your commodities, or what are you doing? Yeah.
Nobody has any commodities, right? Nope.
No, you can refresh me, and we just trade 2 on 2.
That's who's speaking now?
The first trade is always the slowest one because the players sort of have to agree on kind of a common language.
I just refresh you and we trade later in the round. Refreshing Barony.
Okay, so sounds like. Go ahead.
Sorry, to confirm, you're not refreshing the yin?
That's correct.
Okay.
Oh well, hold on. I have your trade agreement. Yeah, sure. You're refreshed too.
So a yin.
Evernoob,
I messed up. I know I messed up. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of those commodities once you get.
Evanu, if you want to, if you want my trade agreement for two trade goods, I will then give you a trade good in the agenda.
So much desperation over one
take
or
one of
two
the
trade
commodities
goods.
now.
Yeah, fine.
Hey, you stalled me out of warfare last week.
So, and you refreshed me, right? So I can refresh me.
You're not gonna refresh Sarah or Evanu? Just like, just to be friends with me?
That's an acceptable proposition.
If you refresh me, man, I'm sure.
Well,
if
well, man,
we could do
I'm
something.
sure it's not binding or anything, but your sneaky action cards, keep them on your side of the galaxy. You can refresh. Fine.
Thank you.
Whoa. All right.
Evanu, you've still got one commodity, so if you refresh me, I'll swap you. I'll swap you one for one on that.
Yeah, and then I lose it, so no, thank you. I'll hold on to it. I'm sure I can find a nice destination for it.
So the final refreshes are Barony, Yin, and Isarl, with Yin getting his trade agreement returned. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
All right. I believe that's the end of
boy.
trade.
I screwed this up majorly. It doesn't matter.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we still have a trade going on sometime in the future, so it's fine.
But I went from three commodities to 3 trade goods and 1 commodity. How did I not screw this up?
I don't know.
Evernu, if you want to pass the turn, we'll move it to Alex.
What strategy card do I have? I have worker. I'm going to. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop warfare and take this.
Okay, Alex is popping Warfare. Ben, will you be doing the secondary of Warfare to build in your home system?
No.
9.
Yes.
Okay, Paul, secondary of Warfare.
Yeah.
Evernoob, secondary of Warfare.
No thanks.
Michael, secondary of Warfare.
Nothing.
Okay, so I'll double check the build of just 9 and Paul, I believe. And while they're building, Ben, you can take your action.
I'm gonna flip technology.
Okay, so we'll slow down a little bit here because these two will have to build and then get the option to do the secondary of tech.
Do you want me to just hang on for 5 minutes?
Yeah, maybe just hang on for just a second.
Yeah, I'm flipping 2 planets, 5 resources, and I'm building a dreadnought and 2 infantry.
I'm flipping 3 resources, spending the 2 trade goods I just got, and Sarween for 4 infantry and 2 cruisers for a max of.
Nice.
All right, so Ben, what tech are you getting?
2 blues.
2 blues for Ben. 9, secondary of tech.
Yes.
What shall you be getting?
Dax of animators.
Daxa for Yin. Paul, tech.
Yeah. Flipping Arc Prime. And going for Sarween.
Sarween for Paul. Evernoob, tech.
I took neural.
Neural motivator. Michael, tech. Did you get any?
Yeah, I'm taking Cruiser 2.
Cruiser 2 for Michael. Mentac, Cruiser 2.
Cruiser 2.
All right, that is the end of tech. We can pass the turn to 9. A Cruiser 2
Sorry, just one sec.
L1Z1X. Very interesting. Curious to see where he's going to go from here. I suppose, I mean, it's the rush to get 2 unit upgrades, right? He can get PDS2 next turn if he wants, as can Black cell.
Matt, do you want the technologies copied onto the board and on your faction sheet?
Sure, yeah, that's helpful. Why is it not letting me copy right now? My controls have gotten completely jacked up today.
You dang got your controls jacked up.
All right. 9, what was your action?
Sorry, just one quick second.
Where does it look for the auto roller? On the board or on the faction sheet?
Sorry.
No, it just looks for it. As long as it's on your drawer, then it'll factor it in. But none of the colored technologies affected, only unit technologies. So you don't need your colored technologies on your board. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, 9 is passing. Paul?
Yeah. I'm activating.
Okay, activating Abysphria and... Is that building there?
Yeah, one dreadnought's coming over. And I'm building a cruiser and 2 ground forces.
Did you already tap resources?
Me?
Yeah,
No,
I only see
yeah,
$2
yeah,
on tap,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, but I got Sarween, so I'm a cruiser and 2 ground forces with it. So. Okay.
All right. Michael, you're up. Yeah, go ahead and build all that, Paul. Michael? Especially with this bombardment secret, I'm very confused by the Cruiser 2 L1 play, aside from just trying to expedite the objectives, which does make sense, but I feel like in the long term could be a little bit harmful.
It's heating up in here.
I know this seems a bit aggressive, Sardic and all, but I really could do with that skip. So
Some aggression out of L1.
It's the perfect time to take it.
Yeah. Cruiser 2 is just so great.
But where's that third slip come from?
All right, Evernoob, your turn.
Alright, building in my home system.
Evernoob's building in home system. Alex, you can take an action if it's not affected by that. Evernoob, I'll double check your build.
Sardak is building this home system.
Moving first. These two there.
But how do
With
you
the
do it?
with the carrier that just came from Centauri Growl.
I assume I thought you built the carrier. Sorry.
No, I moved it. I moved it from here.
Sarah, do you still have your strategy token?
I have. What do you mean by strategy token? You mean tactic? Oh, you know, yeah, I've got strategy.
Yeah. Did you spend it on any of the
No, I've not spent it yet.
Looks like Laxo's turn is over Ben. You can go. Evernoob's still building, but you can go ahead and go.
TTS is just so strange. I feel like that I'm not connected to the game. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
so far away.
Sardak looks like you're spending 4.
Yeah.
I feel like a big part of that is the pieces being so much smaller relative to the board compared to like the real life version.
Evernoob, which $4 are you spending?
I'm spending this, 2, and 2 trade goods.
Okay. Ben, what was your action?
I took time.
Got it. All right, Paul.
I'm flipping politics.
Politics is getting flipped. Are you taking the speaker token?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Hold on. Before you do that, could I possibly make you an offer to send it one to the right?
You mean you want it, Yin?
Yeah, I'll give you my trade agreement and the promise that you can choose whatever first card that you want.
Why don't you guys both go ahead and just say which card
Yeah, whatever you want. Like during the strategy phase, you can
You
say,
monster.
"Don't take tech," and I won't take tech.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But I always think that it's like a trade agreement, like
Trade agreement from a 2 commodity
last,
faction is like.
it's much more worth than.
Yeah, I
than
agree with
so-
this. Hold him over the
You're not
barrel a
last,
little
you're-
bit. Come on.
Second.
No, but he's not. He's coming from last to first.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
is
good
the
point.
coward's way out,
support
is what Nine's trying to take. Not that he's
I
actually a
hate
coward.
Support for the Thrones.
But I like the pressure Paul's putting on here.
We can exchange supports for the throne if it makes you more comfortable.
Whoa!
The Usaro doesn't really want this to happen. I can play a card in your favour, Blue. If I've got a card appropriate, it's a very
Yeah, I know
loose
what
promise.
Yeah, Sardak doesn't really appreciate it either.
I don't care. I want to keep quiet. No, I mean take your time. It's a big.
No, but, yeah, I know, but
I can
just wanna-
also promise. I have an action card in my hand that I'll show you, and I'll promise not to use it against you. In
Reactor
addition to the
meltdown or plague, probably reactor meltdown. Flip it. Okay.
Seems like a lot of non-binding agreements.
How do you show it to me?
Alt Shift if you want to look at the bottom of that card, Blue. Once you set it down, if you hold Alt and Shift over it.
I can also tell you I've never broken a non-binding deal in this game before.
It's his first game.
Yeah,
Paul,
okay,
I'll drag it into your hand so you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see some real material hit Choclax's
No, wait, flip it.
for this speaker token to be passed.
Accepted. I'll be. Man, speaker.
Hold him over the barrel. Why not? I mean,
Did he just threaten you?
No,
Alex.
I
Friend, you.
definitely did not. I said I will not use this card against you if you pass it to
that's
me.
like,
More
it's like pointing a gun at somebody
more like
and
a
saying I'm not
safe
gonna shoot you.
game. But
Well, if I wanted to play it against you, I could have. Like, I just...
yeah, I know.
It's not how I want to play.
So if you're not threatening him, you're
Yeah,
threatening
I'm just-
everybody else.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm sorry.
All right,
Okay, sounds
L1
good.
keeping speaker. I'm gonna deal 2 action cards to Blue, and then here come 2 agenda
No, man,
cards.
don't apologize.
Did I give you-
taking so long?
Did I give you 2 Blue?
How
I
can
don't know if
how
I
can
accidentally
zoom
misclicked.
in the
Alt.
in the cards?
If you hold
There?
the Alt key. No, don't hit Z. Never hit Z. It's an evil key.
Okay, I know.
Evernoob, are you doing the secondary of politics?
No, thank you. I don't have any
Michael?
tactics.
Looks like none in
No, thank
strategy.
you.
None for Mentak. Isarl?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
following, of course. And White, are you doing the secondary of politics?
I just need to verify. Quick, 1 second. No, I will not be.
All right, that's the end of politics. We can pass the turn to Michael.
I'm building.
How can other players see who the active player is?
This is going under.
We need to have Paul pass the turn, but the little green star next to a player's name is who is active currently.
Okay.
Paul.
Under.
Underneath.
Underneath, okay.
Discarded reparation.
And your second agenda is a wormhole research. Oh gosh, could be disastrous early. Barony, what are you doing with your second agenda?
I know.
Still deciding. Okay, got it.
It's going underneath too.
All right, 2 on bottom. Where'd it go? Oh, right there. I see it. All right, Michael, it's your turn. Gets rid of the wormhole research.
Yeah, just a.
Very polite of him, despite not having anything in wormholes. I guess trying to limit the tech, though. Not a terrible
Did you
idea.
give me the action cards?
I believe so. I may have accidentally only given you 1, though. Is that the case?
Yeah. I need one more.
Okay, that's what I think I messed that up.
Thank you.
Is that right? 1, 2, politics last time. Yeah. Michael, are you building in your home system? Yes, okay. Dreadnought 2 cruisers. All right, go ahead, Evernoob.
I'm passing.
Passing. Alex?
I'm gonna build in my home system.
Okay.
Got 7 resources. My build is ready, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yep.
7 resources with Zarween is my flagship.
All right, Ben.
And then trade goods.
I
Sure
will
thing.
pass.
Ben passes. What are your 2 trade goods buying, Alex?
First.
Okay. 9 is already passed. Paul, you're up. Paul passes. Michael. Michael passes. Evernoob has passed. Alex, back to you.
Pass.
That looks like all 6 players have passes. So starting with 9, can you claim any objectives?
No.
Paul, any objectives, secret or public? Michael?
No.
Evernoob? Alex?
No.
And Ben.
2 checks, 2 colors.
2 texts, 2 colors for the Isarl tribes. Any secrets?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so at the end of round 2, we have Sardak and Isarl at 2. Everyone else at 1. Everyone else at 0. Your 4th stage 1 public objective is intimidate the council. Have 1 or more ships in 2 systems that are adjacent to Mechatol Rex's system. Let me divvy up action cards. I believe everyone now has Neural.
That's nice. Everybody's going to want to stay adjacent, so I'm staying on it. No.
Everyone has neural, huh?
And everyone's got their action cards now, so we can clean up, do your homework. Mechatol Rex was taken, so when I see all 8 strategy cards back in their position, we will do our first agenda phase. So yes, hit your Get Tokens button, flip over your planet cards, gain and redistribute 2 command tokens, and return your strategy card.
Matt, I had to discard the action card. It's lying there.
You can just flip it up and put it in the discards. It's public knowledge, so.
Yusara is going to discard fighter prototype.
And it looks like Paul discarded confusing legal text.
Oh.
Right. It's a shame.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. We need more evil agendas.
Since Matt's not here right now, can we do a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, everyone go ahead. Sorry, I am back, but everyone can take a quick 2 minutes. We will reconvene when my clock says 2:53. 2 minutes.
We have the tech planet and the adjacency one. Those are like the most aggressive objectives in the game, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. The four planets of one type can be that.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, we got them.
same.
So actually, it's a good mix of objectives right now. For the thing, who got the fast? How's it called? Fast and cultured.
Me?
Best, yeah, is the best starting position for the aggressive ones, for the planet types and the tech specialties.
Yeah, but no resources.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone give me a back when you have returned. Just type back in chat. Apparently the other game is having a disastrous start. RoboFish is having lots of connection issues, and they haven't even started yet, which is very sad.
Oh boy.
Matt, was RoboFish in the Gen Con?
Of course he was.
No, I don't think he's not from America, so RoboFish, I don't think was at Gen Con.
How's the Gen Con video getting on?
One does not speak about that video.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
cutting
it.
your teeth on that.
I am still working on it. It's not like it's never going to come out. I mean, the whole Patreon was geared around it. It's just taken some time. In fact, actually, Laxo, Alex in this game is helping me edit it now. I needed to get some help, so he's going to dive in on it as well.
How long will it be?
I cannot answer that question at this time. Thank you.
I mean the
How long will the video? I don't know. It's hard to say. Hunter and I recorded a commentary track just over the entirety of it, but we're going to edit out dead spots, so it's hard to say. I mean, I would love to keep it under an hour just for viewability's sake, but I don't know exactly what it'll end up actually hitting. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backs. Michael, are you here?
Saying Michael.
What's up?
Oh.
All right, we're all back. So if everyone will return their strategy card, we can jump into the agenda phase. Paul put 2 on bottom, so we are going into this agenda phase blind. Paul, if you'll hit your return button on your strategy card. All right, here we go. Your first agenda. This is the start of the agenda phase. That's an ancient burial sites timing window. Here we go. First agenda is: Incentive Program Directive 4. Draw and reveal one Stage 1 public objective from the deck and place it near the public objectives. Against, draw and reveal one Stage 2 public objective from the deck and place it near the public objectives. We will go in order, starting with Speaker. Speaker, Paul, any when an agenda is revealed abilities. This is Political Secrets and Veto. You can flip the no writer button if you want to pass, essentially, and that can make things go faster. Paul, when?
Sorry, no, I forgot to push.
Evernoob, any when an agenda is revealed. Michael, Alex,
No V.
Nope.
Ben,
No.
and 9.
Negative.
Okay, so now with the writer timing, after an agenda is revealed. Paul, any after?
Nope.
Evernoob.
Nope.
Michael?
No.
Alex?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a Warfare Rider on 4.
Warfare Rider 4. Ben?
No.
Okay, 9. And again, guys, you can flip your no writer token if you know you're not going to do it. And we can go faster that way. Paul?
We should just quick, Matt, because this is the assassinate representative step. We should probably know how many votes everybody has.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to have everyone total up before we dove into it.
I'm off track. What's up?
We are still going around after an agenda is revealed. Everyone pay close attention. You can use the if everyone gets their mouse over here by the agenda phase, all you have to do is flip your thing if you're not going to play any writers. You can just do it, but we go around and around until everyone has passed in sequence. Evernoob.
No, right.
Nope, nothing.
Yellow. No, none. Second timing, Alex. Second opportunity.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. Everyone is done. We got one Warfare Rider from Mentak on 4. Again, 4 is to reveal a Stage 1 public objective, and against is to reveal a Stage 2. The voting starts with Evernoob.
Let's go for.
I'm abstaining. Nor is abstaining.
I'm going what again?
Yusara will abstain.
Wait, Michael, what was your vote?
One against.
Oh, okay.
Did you have 8 to start or 9 to start?
9 to start.
Mentak, would you be interested in giving me anything to push this?
No, not really.
Sorry, did yellow vote 1?
1 against.
Okay. White?
I would swap something, I guess. But, yeah, it's not worth it for me to just give you something.
Yeah, I would. How many would you want on 4 if we were to swap?
A couple. Not a lot. It's one dreadnought, so it's not really worth it to me.
Yeah, if you wanna
Go with your gut.
If you wanna swap supports, I'll put 2, 4.
Okay, I'll do that.
Whoa!
Opportunity for the speaker to thwart that. We've only got a bid one to go against.
I'm just thinking. I mean, a free dreadnought. Why should he get one, right?
I'm fine with the Stage 2.
Stage 2 would help the game not run quite so late.
Yeah, it would be faster, all in all. Yeah, that's my thinking.
9, could I get your support?
Yeah, I put it up by the victory point track.
Oh, okay.
Can you see a support on this one? Because all I see is the back of a card, no matter which side it is.
Yeah, I see both of them.
Yeah, but one's flipped, so I don't know if
That's weird, but oh.
Okay, so I'm on, yeah.
it may seem an odd idea, but doing it stage 2, we're going to be finishing at 3 o'clock as it is. Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm up for voting, right? So
Yeah, you are up.
I'm gonna make it even and then decide it with the might of the speaker for against.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the againsts have it, Warfare Rider fails, and we will reveal a new Stage 2 public objective. The Stage 2 public objective is... Master the Sciences, own 2 tech and 4 colors. Why does this always happen? That it drops through the table.
Yeah, why does this happen?
All right, here we go. So that's the end of that agenda. Second agenda
Fantastic.
is... New Constitution Directive. When this agenda is revealed, if there are no laws in play, discard the card, blah, 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 blah. There's no laws in play. So let's go ahead and burn that sucker and get a new one. The next one is Minister of Peace Law. Elect player. The player gains this card. After a player activates a system that contains one or more of a different player's units, the owner of this card may discard this card. Immediately end the active player's turn. Speaker. When an agenda is revealed. Paul.
Nope.
Evernoob.
No. Nope.
Yellow. Michael.
No.
Alex.
No.
Green, no. White. All right. After an agenda is revealed. Blue. Paul.
Nope.
Purple. Evernoob. After an agenda is revealed.
Nope.
All right. Michael. Laxo. None for green, none for white. All right. No action cards are played. The voting starts with Evernoob. Who would you like as your Minister of Peace?
Myself. Well, we can talk first with everybody. Anybody, any suggestions?
I like you to be the Minister of Peace, Evernoob. I'm willing to give you my vote.
I think that's a really bad idea.
That's
Nope.
the Asaro.
I really don't count on taking Imperial and making myself a big target, so...
Well, just keep in mind you can't use this on yourself. It has to be another player. So if we give it to Evernoob, he has to use it when someone else is activated, not when he is active.
Correct. It is to be used on 2 separate players from yourself.
Oh, I see. I see.
It is not a ceasefire.
Right. Indeed. Correct.
I still don't like the idea of Evernoob having it. I don't see a reason to give more power to the person on Mechatol Rex, even if it doesn't prevent someone from taking it from him.
I don't really see the point, but...
I don't care, actually.
Yeah, you're kind of first, Evernoob, so the onus is
Yeah.
on you to either say vote for me or my vote's for sale. So
Yeah.
I will vote for myself. Thank you.
Okay. So we've got 13 on Evernoob.
Why can't I copy any components? I'm really fed up with TTS today.
What are you trying to copy?
That.
Oh.
Pop.
Yin, is it something that you would like to be?
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I'm always happy to negotiate peace treaties.
If I vote for you on this agenda, would you keep that in mind when an agenda comes up that might be favourable to me? It's a non-binding deal, but just sort of honourable deal between.
Yeah, I'm definitely open to negotiations like that. The only problem is even if you and I vote for me, there's still like more than double the amount of votes on the table to overcome us. So I can't say, yeah, for sure, man, I'll give you an agenda, no problem. But I will absolutely put hard consideration into it in the future as a friend of the galaxy.
Well, it's the intent. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But the offer was there to promote you to that minister. What the others do, probably they will. I suspect it's not. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I understand. I'll definitely take it into consideration if you throw 8 votes.
So, Michael, which way did you vote?
8 votes for Yin.
8 votes for Yin. All right, Alex?
9, I'll also vote. I'll give you all of mine for your political secret.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
See, again, the problem is you give it to me, it's not like I can use it on myself. Like, I'm going to have to decide to use it on someone else.
Right.
Actually, you don't want to have it yourself. You want your best friend to have it.
Yeah, essentially. If it's given to me, then I'm going to be the one that's relied on to play it, not the one who gets to stop someone from attacking me. So.
Well, it's either between you or Sardak, and Isarl has already expressed his intention to vote for Sardak. So that's, 17 leading up to them having a 26 vote?
So if you put it on me, and I put it on me, then it would be up to the speaker to... Well, he would still have 6 votes, so he wouldn't need to break a tie. He would ultimately choose who it goes to. I agree with you, though. I think it's probably in the best interest of the galaxy not to have it on the player on Mecha, like negotiation power for other people. But
So you want my votes for a political secret?
no, I'm not going to give up anything for this one. I just feel like it's already putting me in a tough spot. So
Okay, I will abstain.
Okay, Isarl?
Evanoob, if you give me your commodity and your trade good, I will give you the 3 that you refreshed me back, so that's in your favour, and I will put all my votes on you. And you can remember this.
Say again, because as you know, bugs and trade goods, it doesn't really work this game. I give you...
You've got 1 commodity, you've got 1 trade good. You give me them, and I will give you my 3 commodities. So you will be going from 1 commodity to 3. I'll have 2, and you'll get the
I don't really see a downside to this, right? Am I missing something?
No, I don't think so. I'm not trying to con you, mate.
No. I know, but there is some guy at the other side of the table who's trying to con me. So no, it's Mentak. Yeah, fine.
Am I allowed to pillage during the agenda phase?
yes, as long as you are physical neighbors on the board, you can build.
Yeah.
How well? No one's got 3, so does the swap happen at the same time? So it'd be on.
Well, he would have 3 because you're giving him 3 commodities, right?
All right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would end up at 2 for 2, and I would get 1.
Well, I'll give you 2. You give me 2, and fine. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't. All right. Well, this cut Mantak out the deal. Then we'll just do a straight 2.
Yeah, straight 2 for 2. We'll set. You don't have to drag them over. You can just flip yours. And we'll remember it whenever.
I vote 13 for Sardak.
I'll put 10 on myself.
And Choclax?
No, I think that's it, unless...
Yeah, that's it. I'm just out of it.
There's still action card timing, so the speaker does need to vote or abstain.
Okay. Abstaining.
Okay, the speaker abstains, so unless there's anything else getting played, it's going to go to Sardak Nor. 3, 2, 1. All right, Sardak Nor is the Minister of Peace. I'm going to make a copy of this, give 1 to Evernoob. We'll blow this guy up and make it a big ol' statement to everyone. All right, that's the end of the agenda phase. We are now at the start of the round 3 strategy phase with Paul as our speaker. So, Paul, whenever you're ready, you can grab a strategy card.
I'm grabbing tag.
Thank God we banned Julnar, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those bonus counters also get stolen. I hate you, Mentek.
What's that?
No, bonus counters from the strategy cards
Yeah.
also get stolen. Or is that not a transaction? That's not a transaction.
no,
actually.
It's gains, trade goods, or results of
Gain.
transactions.
Okay, fine.
Usually it's better just to not mention it and see if Mentak notices, because that's probably the one he forgets the most. So
No, I'm keeping an eye on all of it.
I saw him oogling me. I'll take leadership, thank you.
sorry, I meant Mentak in general, not Laxo specifically.
Right. Yeah.
Politics.
Like just so I'm gonna take construction.
Sarl takes warfare and 9. Your turn.
No Imperial.
All right, Evernoob, top of the order.
I'll start by flipping Mechadol Rex. Leadership. What am I saying?
I'm following.
I'm also following, I'm just thinking.
I'm following too.
I'm going to buy 2 by flipping R&M Mir.
I'm gonna buy 2 by flipping Raren, Quenon, and and Carmen.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm still dealing with an issue with the other game. All right, Yellow, were you gonna get any strategy or command counters?
I got 2.
Okay, 2. Looks like 2 for red, 2 for green. White, did you buy any command counters?
Yeah, I bought 2 for R&M Mir.
2, and then 2 for Chocolax, and 6 total for Evernoob. So play can pass to 9.
Just moving some extra ships into Lodor.
Evernoob, if I give you the speaker, is that of interest to you?
Who, what, where? Yeah, and what do you want in return?
That you don't take technology. And,
I will be. How do you
and
mean?
that you,
Yeah?
and your faction promissory note.
I'm only giving my faction promissory note in a combat that a person activates. So I'm sure it gets used. But you can always use it whenever you attack. I will not hand out my faction promissory note without a combat.
I think you should make him be last, honestly.
I could have taken Imperial in last round. I'm not taking it again. Really.
Right, I'm not saying you're taking Imperial, but I mean, look at all these command tokens over here. He's sitting on Mechatol Rex. What is he going to take if he doesn't take tech?
Okay. Look at the score sheet. What am I going to score in the next 2 rounds? Nothing.
Evanu, do you want to make an offer to me?
We can make an offer, yes. So, I'm not taking tech.
Obviously, I can take. I want tech, so I can take it anyway. But it's just a matter of.
Yeah.
If there was some...
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'm not sure if I really need it. Because tech would have been my first pick, but I always honor my agreement. But it's fine. I don't really need anything.
Okay.
What are your plans with Marxul? Because I thought you would have 3 tech skip planets, but you only have 2, so you will be camping for another round at least.
That's true.
What's the offer here?
If I wanted to get away from Mechatol Rex at the end of this round, you're kind of blocking my path. I'm willing to stay for another round. And that means that you keep Merxil.
That sounds good to me, and I'll look to vacate that. Well, not this round anyway.
Yeah, as long as I'm on Mechatol Rex, I have no plans with Merxil. That's good.
Okay, so Michael, what is your action? See an uprising coming out.
On what?
Which planet are you exhausting? It does need to be unexhausted. Michael, are you there?
He's there. His mouse.
Yeah, I'm just checking which.
Okay, gotcha.
Abyss, Lirta, or what is it? Lodor. Those are the 3 ones.
Abyss.
All right, Abyss is getting.
Wait a second. I'm willing to give you a commodity, so you have a trade code if you don't do it to me.
Where is it? Where is the timing window on that? After or before he names the card?
I mean,
This is a Matt question.
Yeah, the issue is he dropped the card early on, which is technically a Ulay plate, but then he didn't announce what his target was.
Yeah, but
so
can people respond after
he decided? And then I said, I'm willing, if you don't target me, I'm willing to pay you. So that's
right. There's no way for Chocolax to. Give me a second. Because we haven't had to get so strict about this yet, considering the fact that it was like very up in the air what Michael was trying to do.
I can trade with.
He can do what he wants. The sabotage window is after planet is chosen, so then you can also choose other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I think he should be allowed to make a negotiation to
No, I agree.
not his planet.
To avoid this in the future, we should just be very clear to say I'm thinking about a biz. I mean, the language, it's a stupid point to make because it's like, well, I'm just saying a biz versus saying I'm thinking about targeting a biz is almost the same thing. But for things like sabotages, it is important. So in the future, if we're going to play cards like this, we need to let it be negotiated. But beyond that, if you make the claim of I am targeting this with this action card and you drop that action card on the table, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept the offer from Baron.
What was the offer from Barony?
I say accept. If I don't do...
It was one commodity to not do it on bees. Mike, can I just make a quick suggestion? It sounds like when you do your push to talk, you're letting go like right before you finish talking, or you finish talking and then immediately let go. Like just hold it for half a second longer than you normally would, because you cut out like just right at the.
Yeah, pretty regularly.
Okay, all right, thanks guys. Okay, instead of doing a biz, I will look at a Berrig, unless your Cyril has got... Well, I can't trade with you, Cyril, anyway.
Okay, so is that then he's named Berrig as a possible target? Asarl, any response?
I will sabotage that.
Okay.
And 1.
And you gained 1 commodity. That's correct. There's that.
But now it's still Michael's turn.
It is still Michael's turn. He has not taken an action yet since the uprising got sabotaged. So Michael, new action. Popping politics. Are you taking the speaker token?
Yes, I'm taking the speaker token.
Okay, here come 2 action cards.
I'm going to follow that.
Okay, red
I already
following.
spent.
Green, are you doing the secondary?
Yes, please.
White, are you doing the secondary of politics?
No, thank you, sir.
Blue?
Nope.
And purple said yes. All right, that's the end of politics. Play can pass to Alex.
Okay, I'm going to pop construction. I'm going to put a PDS on Wellen. And I'm going to put a... Let's see.
Yusaro discarded spy.
Okay.
Nice. Good to know. Thank you. And then I'm going to put another... I'm going to put a PDS on lore.
Okay, Ben, are you doing the secondary of construction? Is anyone doing the secondary construction? I'm not going to like fight through the order on this one.
Yes,
But please
White
announce.
No.
Type in chat if you're doing the secondary, and then we will move on to Ben's turn.
Yeah, I'm doing. Sorry.
Okay, so red and white. I keep thinking I'm seeing you look at tie bar for the 2 against Magpie. Are any of you planning to do that?
I mean, what's your interest in that?
Not dying, basically.
Right. So, I mean, what are you gonna give me to answer that any other way?
Oh no, it's the other way around. I let you have it for nothing, and you can give me something for it.
My ships are already locked.
Or you'll end up fighting white for it or something. I don't know. See, it's not like I can give it to either one of you if both of you want it.
Yeah, I'm not really interested. Thank you.
What,
though.
you're not interested in taking it? So you're not going to take it, is that what you're saying?
No.
Mentak is not interested.
White, are you interested in it?
Not this round. My ships are already locked down in Lodor.
Oh, well, if you, do you want to give me something for it?
Maybe in a future round.
Hi, boys.
Hey. Hey, Matt.
Hey, can you hear me?
I
Okay.
can hear you. They were all very understandable Andrew in particular, who is
Aviator.
would really like to just have a lot of like, I don't know, was he like a sub or something?
I mean, probably. It's. I can't express to you how hard it is to. Hang on. All of my settings got jacked up as soon as the Skype call started again, so I have to fix that. Sorry guys, a Skype call started again and I lost all of your audio, so I'm back. What's happening? Did we? Okay.
I've been forcing the construction secondary, basically.
Just our building times just in go to Everman, where did you put yours?
Yeah, I didn't decide it. I paid for it.
I bet it goes a lot faster. You just moderate it by yourself.
Well, these guys are playing pretty fast. There's been a few moments that are we could have been even further ahead, but there was like a really slow trade and a kind of a slow agenda phase. But round one was mostly fast, except for a round one trade of them just kind of figuring out a common language. Hey everyone, so when we do construction, if you're going to do the secondary, please post, like Nine of Spades did, PDS and where you put it. It's just really helpful to speed things up. If you just, the more information you type in chat, the better, basically. For me, no, I can't work on scheduling right now. Absolutely not. Oh.
Like, if you showed me where you have all of it, would it have you been keeping notes legibly enough to where I would be able to just pick up and start?
I have a color coded thing that I would need to fix, and I can start messing with it right now. Oh man, just so many things happening at once. Leon.
What makes more sense?
Kate.
I'm skipping a yellow with laser
Like,
and exhausting my
we can do it however you want.
to
I
purchase
just think
transit
because of
diodes.
that we kind of got right there.
Yeah.
We need to try and get ahead on, like actually get ahead on the scheduling as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, what's nice too is I do have more time this coming week to keep up with it. The problem is we can send out a bunch of emails right now, but then it's fully reliant on how long it takes people to respond to those emails, which was a big case this time where I was waiting and trying to give people opportunities and sending follow-up emails and not getting any response. And then like, you know, yesterday or the day before getting a couple of responses, but then also, you know, how long do you wait before you send out new invites? It's been a whole, it's not as simple as just like email every single person.
I agree, but it's more just about trying to get ahead and scheduling games
Right.
further in advance, which I realize that doesn't, like, next weekend there is a game, and well, actually that's a good place to start.
Next weekend isn't scheduled, no, because I've been trying to. I've got 2 players that have, in theory, pushed to next week, but we haven't set up a game, which because of I spent all week just trying to get these games scheduled, whereas normally I would have been focusing on next week's.
So, I'm gonna work on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna message all of those people that was in that game on Discord because they're all on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And see what their availability would be
Next
if we're
weekend.
gonna do a game next weekend.
Well, I can, if you go to the document, the registration document, you can see who has said they are available next weekend of those players. So you can search each of them in the list and find out who's available next weekend.
Okay, so
Okay.
on our drive.
How do you copy it to the board?
Just Command C and Command V.
Statistics, no.
Holy smokes, Laxo, do you play this on a Mac?
Registration.
No, I am a video editor and I work on a Mac. I'm on a
Oh man, you scared the crap out of me. My Mac would probably explode if I tried to run 2TS on it, but I have a super old MacBook Pro. pop diplomacy in my home system.
Okay, Diplo is dropping, so everyone activate from your reinforcements Yin's home system, and then is anyone doing the secondary of Diplo? Just go ahead and type in chat if you're doing the secondary of Diplo.
Mm-hmm.
Lionel in the Discord channel just asked about the possibility of joining a waitlist. People who might not make it or drop out.
I've got kind of a short list of that sort of thing. Tell him to email us or message us on Patreon.
Are there 2 or 3 players for 3DS now?
There are 2 of us.
Okay, so I'm looking at this spreadsheet, and I gotta say, I can't really read it.
So if they're grayed out, it means they're scheduled for a game currently. The other game shut down. One player couldn't get their computer to work, and so it got canceled, unfortunately. Yeah, it's super fun.
I'd be pretty mad if I was in Australia and woke up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday to play a game that got canceled.
So what are the ones and zeros? Is that they are available?
One is available, 0 is not. If it's blank, they haven't told me.
Okay, so I got a big calendar right here. I'm gonna try and schedule a game for the 26th. And I'm
No.
gonna start with everybody that
Not the 26th. Today is the 26th.
Oh yeah, what am I doing?
For the
February
2nd.
2nd.
You need to include... I'm typing it to you.
Yes.
You cut out in your slip.
Oh, man. This is my brain.
Chaos here for you, Matt.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos. Okay.
So this person
You
needs
said,
to
okay, guys.
Yeah, we need to
and
schedule them.
No one heard anything after that.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
what I'm
trying
gonna do
make
is
up
I'm gonna
one
send out
line
confirmation
to
email
so
to this guy and
Mm.
an email to. Well, first I'm gonna just in Discord ask like everybody that is already available that was just in that game that dropped if they could just do it next Saturday.
Sure.
Because I think that would probably be a little nicer.
Hunter, I'm sending you the template email, too. Don't forget to change dates and times in it.
One thing I'm worried about is you know what? I'm actually not gonna reschedule
That's
RoboFish
a good excuse, I guess.
Yeah.
this game
Yeah.
because
We got to figure that out.
yeah, we gotta figure out his
Computer.
deal, and I just want to give us time to do that.
So replace RoboFish with the person I messaged you about for next Saturday.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay.
Now I gotta figure out though who the hell these people are, like so I'm not just asking them.
Nobody has moved off me yet, right?
Still yellow stuff.
Sorry to be abandoning you guys so much. We're just trying to kind of deal with a crisis here. So it seems like play is still progressing forward, but I'm kind of tuning out, and I apologize.
That's alright.
Anyways, man.
Where the heck is Jim? Show me.
I'm applying more effort.
Where the hell is Jim?
Hang on. I'm going to message you all the names. Or, Hunter, if you open up the Patreon tournament schedule, it's a red and blue document. You'll see everyone's names. They're the second. Everyone that was just in the game you had is listed on January 26th underneath with their email. And so you can find their name and email in the other document. You just have to cross-reference.
Good lord.
No worries, man. All you missed
This is
was
a
Michael
nightmare, I
played
hate this.
more effort and put a
I mean, Hunter, we don't have to do it right. I understand you wanted to message the players while they're here, so that makes sense. But beyond that, like, we can deal with the rest of the schedule after this game or something. We just...
I'm just gonna message them on Discord and see what they say.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
This game seems interesting.
just while everyone's doing their stuff, I'm just gonna grab any command tokens that people didn't give me.
Intrigued by how low scoring it is.
I'll check out the objectives.
Very challenging objectives.
Yeah, it's a doozy. And they even revealed a stage 2 to try to speed things along and got another tech. So it's so far 3 out of 4 public tech objectives have come out, and 1 of the tech specialty objectives. So this is like a nightmare scenario for objectives, especially for Sardak Nor.
Yep. Terrible.
And he didn't tech round 1, so he's like really gonna have to play a lot of catch up. He got his whole slice round 1 because he got warfare, but then just wasn't able to tech. So it's been kind of
What did he spend his resources on?
more stuff, more units.
Well, I guess he got the Mechatol.
Yeah, that was sort of the got cruisers and took Mechatol. Okay. What just popped? Warfare? Okay.
I like that both Mentec and L1 have the exact same techs.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know why L1 is getting the tech they're getting. They have the objective to bombard a planet. Yeah, I'll be taking a look at it. Just show me. I see White's build.
I guess those are just the quickest ones to get to.
$9 plus Sarween.
Okay.
For the huge van, 2 fighters, 2 ground forces.
Paul, are you building in your home system? Okay, Evernoob looks like it's a flagship coming out. Sure. Okay.
Already got support for the throne too. Interesting. How did that happen?
Arbitrarily during the agenda phase, they just made the offer. It was even for a like, I'll give you votes if we do a support for the throne swap, but they only did like 2 votes, which meant it didn't decide the vote at all. Like the vote went the other direction. But more or less, they just wanted to do the swap, I guess. I don't know. 9, I think, was the one. He kept fishing for support for the thrones. He's just been trying to get him anywhere he can. So, which makes sense with the objectives being as annoying as they are. It's like, find it elsewhere. Okay. So, Paul, what is your action?
I think we're just making sure everyone's done warfare first.
Yeah, Michael, did you build in your home? Alex? Okay. Everyone's builds should be good. What all did you spend, Sardak?
I spent these planets, I think this one, and 2 trade goods. But I had 9 total.
Okay.
I'm a big fairy fat boy, and I would vote on. I was about to say I wanted to take Mayhar's rule so he can best get to NES next round.
Mm-hmm. Nehar Azul's been an interesting conversation between... Yellow just took it last turn, but now they're kind of negotiating for him to keep it, because he took it without having the 3rd tech skip in route, so he's still looking for a 3rd tech skip. Okay. Wow, we have seen 4 flagships hit the table. I can't hear. I really, truly hate Skype.
Yeah, that is. I'll look. I'm trying to find this thing that I used.
Because now I just hear hunters typing.
Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna leave the chat for a minute so I can just type with people.
Bye. You can mute this round too.
Right?
Yeah, or
Are we doing
yeah.
don't speak? I can't tell.
It's not bad. We didn't actually get started until about 20 UTC.
Yeah, we're doing an okay speed. I mean, considering we tried to start a whole other game, about an hour and a half went by, and we were already in round 3. I mean, when Root and Hunter both joined in here, Root made the comment, "Wow, you guys are already in round 3." So that's kind of a good sign.
Yeah, the problem is our objectives.
Right. Yeah, you're not necessarily closer to scoring.
I'm gonna play an action card, Ghost Ship.
Ghost ship coming down.
I don't expect any sabotage.
All right, 9 of spades.
I am going to flip transit diodes and move 4 ground forces out of my home system. I'm going to put 1 on Lodor, 1 on Mir, 1 on RNM, and 1 on Lazar. And then I'm just going to activate RNM Mir and move
The huge van can only carry 3 things.
You are correct. I will move up 1 ground force and 2 fighters, and put the ground force on there.
Okay, where are these 4 going? That's right. Okay, you said that. Laser Saculite. Or Laser Loader, yeah. Okay, next in the order is Michael.
Oh, I knew it. You want to not do that? You could go for baronies on the other side of the table.
Don't forget, you could always pay Sardak as the Minister of Peace to stop something.
Alright, man. If you go into your control panel,
Mm-hmm.
gives you a hard bang sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's after after the command
Pops up
token
as like
drops.
4 tabs on the top, playback, recording
Is
sounds,
when another
communications.
player would have to say, "Hey Sardak, I would like to pay you
Communications.
to activate."
There should be 4 options. Just hit do nothing.
I mean, hey. You guys
Ah!
What? Who's talking?
Oh, Sardak, I've sort of
Everything got so loud.
obviously you've got a tech speciality.
Skype should
It's probably
Huzzah.
less
So annoying
risky
that
me
it's
going
that
way,
setting
but
isn't
I have
in
no intention to stop you.
settings.
Go ahead in that direction. Yeah, move further. Yeah, that's the good direction for me. Yeah. Go.
Wow,
Is
and
this
now
down? Okay, it's down.
completely jacks up
Nice talking.
how loud
Okay,
my computer
well,
is.
So just wait before
Why
you.
is this so loud?
L1. It's
I have
up
it.
to-
I have my computer at
Well, I guess
2% volume.
It if you,
and it is still
If
so
I want-
loud.
He's
If
not
you
the
wanna
active
pay-
player,
Oh,
so he cannot trade anything.
I could just die.
oh yeah. Well, no, but he can
Usually a lower.
chat with Sardak about playing Minister of Peace. They just wouldn't be able to pay anything.
How'd you justify? Alex, talk to me.
Talking.
Okay. I need to adjust. You're good. You're good. Oh man, that was good. Clip that. 227. That was amazing. Let me know when you've got final movement. That Dreadnought's not tapped yet, right? Okay. Okay. There's the little sheet behind your player area that is typically what people use. I debate whether or not it is actually faster or not, but if you would you like to, or would you like to? This thing rolls the dice somewhat artificially. I know you have opinion back here, so if you want to do like Space Cannon, you add 2 or 3 or whatever PDS, hit the plasma scoring button. Lizix does not have anti-mass. Yeah, it's a little bit slow for just like a couple of dice rolls. But it displays them on screen, so that is convenient. It actually tells you exactly how many hits you get. Like you have what? 2 PDS? It knows what upgrades you have. It knows everything. Yep. So if you add 2 PDS and then hit plasma scoring and then hit SPC, it'll do the roll for you. And he does not have anti-mass deflectors. Behind your player board, if you zoom back further, it is the most rear thing. So, Alex, do you have 3 or do you have 2 PDS? Oh, you have 3. Okay. So just hit SPC now button. There you go. And it will tell us that you got 3 hits. So, yellow needs to account for 3 hits from Space Cannon. Sure. So, Michael, you have already done it. If you hit the SPC button, we can see that roll. This game has been slow mechanically, I would say. The players, once they they know their actions fairly quickly, but actually making things happen has been pretty slow. All right, red needs to account for 2 hits, and yellow needs to account for 3 hits. Let's see what we got. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And guys, you can always drop units into this thing over here called the graveyard, and it will put it automatically back in the bag that it belongs in on your player board. So did you tap the Dreadnought, or what was your other hit, yellow? Okay. That's your second hit. Yellow needs to account for 1 more hit. Okay, there's the Dreadnought. All right. Rolling ambush. So if you add your cruiser and then just hit combat. No hits. All right. Start of space combat is now, well, that was Mentak's start of space combat. Any other start of space combat abilities? And then aggressor rolls first for combat. Any retreats or withdrawals? Mentak. No retreating. Okay, go ahead and roll 1 Dreadnought and 1 cruiser, Michael. Yeah. And then Alex, get ready to roll 1 cruiser. Michael, I think you missed the combat button. No hits. All right, cruiser returns fire. Yeah. Miss. Any retreats or withdraws? Okay, Michael, roll again. No hits. Once again, Mentak. This is terrible rolling from the L1. That sucks. 1 hit. So yellow, lose account for 1 hit, please. He doesn't have anything to help him there. And any retreats or withdraws? Don't you technically not account for capacity till after the space combat? Yeah. I mean, I know it's going to be gone. Right. No hits. Cruiser from Laxo, one more time. He's rolled like 1s and 4s. Alex, did you hit your combat roll? Ouch. And that is a hit, so the Dreadnought needs to be hit unless there's any other way you can account for hits. Michael? Oh, he's looking through his action cards. Sure. All right. That is a victory for the Mentak Coalition, and that is Michael's turn. Play passes to Alex. Alex building in his home system. I'll check out your build. Ben, you're up.
Agree to these terms on the stipulation that you say you like me.
Yeah. Here's the deal, Jack. You will see one roll today. Hooray, Game 5's video finally converted properly. The last conversion didn't keep any of the audio, so I had to do it all again. What's that? I recorded it as a different file, and then when I converted it to MP4, it just... I recorded it as an FLV. I just forgot you have to specifically tell VLC to include audio. Say again. Have you, Sarl, yeah, it is after. So, activating Welland, playing a flank speed. Looks like it's going to be good. The flank speed goes through, so move your ships. This is a friendly map until it very much isn't. Movement is complete. Yeah. All right. All right, so Michael, are you rolling that? Okay, go ahead and roll it. 2 PDS with plasma scoring. One hit. Okay, the Dreadnought sustained damage. All right. Yellow does have a direct hit. They could have killed that, but I don't know. He doesn't. He kind of is always looking at a lot of stuff. Any retreats or withdrawals? Okay, cruiser. Are you picking up a ground force? Okay, so first round of combat. 1 Dreadnought, 2 cruisers from green, 1 cruiser from red. 2 hits. 1 hit. So green account for 1 hit, and red account for 2. Okay, the cruiser dies. Cruiser dies. Is at the end of your turn, green. All right, Choclax. Paul, you're up. Okay, who are you crippling? Or what planet are you crippling? So he's declared intent to cripple Quan. Are you doing it? You dropped the card. That would indicate that that's going through. Okay, so destroy each PDS on Quan, yellow. Sabotage. All right, new action for Paul. That's correct. That is the second sabotage. You know, there's a really, really terrible Belgian brewery that is named after my family. I believe only one. Okay, unexpected actions coming out. What token are you removing? All right, looks like unexpected action is happening. Yeah, the Martin's Brewery in Belgium only sells knockoffs of other breweries, so all their labels look eerily close to some other American brewery, but they are from Belgium. It's really gross. Hi, Birdie. Hey. No. I'm saying where my family comes from in Belgium is a terrible company that only does knockoffs. Other Belgian beer is fine, but the Martin's Brewery in Belgium is a cheap knockoff of all other beers. Yeah, I've only ever seen it in Aldi stores. In Aldi. Yeah. Well, Aldi here is actually better than Walmart, and I live where Walmart is from, and we prefer Aldi. Yeah, Choclox, your turn is over. Evernoob, you're up. Okay, 1 trade good for Grawl, and then it is 9 of Spades' turn. We've already seen Wormhole Research get thrown to the bottom of the deck, so no more threats there. Might be the first game we see a Sarl manage to do well, since they're not going to get their wormholes all blown up. Okay, Economic Initiative for 9 of Spades. Michael. Michael's building at home. Alex, you can go ahead and go unless your build is, or move is impacted by that. Show me your build, Michael. Alex passes Ben. Building and home system. Right, I saw that. Yep. Michael, what are you building? Oh my gosh, another flagship. This is the flagship game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, blue didn't end up building theirs. No, yes, they did. 5. So 5 out of 6 flagships on the board. Sarl's the only one who hasn't put their flagship out there yet. 1 Dread, 2 Fighters for Ben. Paul, your turn. Michael is still building, but... Yeah, Mentok got theirs out right away because L1 Neighbor and Barony on the board. I mean, it's kind of the whole reason he got nominated into this game is because he's a counter for really 3 of the factions. Could be a reason why Michael's opting to just not go that heavy into Dreadnought, honestly. Just because if he knows he's got this scary Mentak Neighbor, I don't know. But that Bombardment secret objective doesn't make any sense why he's not going for it. I see a flagship, 4 ground forces, 2 cruisers. It's 8, 9, 10, 12. Sure. Blue, you just moved 1 cruiser above Kusanryon. And yellow, it looks like you're spending 11 plus Sarween. Sure. Yeah. So 1 flagship, 4 ground forces, 1 fighter, and 1 cruiser. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For 13, 12, and Sarween. Show me which 12 you're spending. Yeah, he has not been going. I mean, he's really going all in on the cruisers thing here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe you spent 1 too many L1. Okay. All right. That's the build from Michael Evernoob. Go ahead. Let's see. What has he got too? He just needs to discard 5 action cards. So he doesn't really. He's just putting the pressure on his Sardak. Oh, he's... Some extortion from Sardak. Good to see it. Evernoob seems very confident in his Sardak play and how... Yeah. So how's this deal going, guys? Let's keep moving forward. Michael? All right, Sardak Nor activates Mehar Azul. Go ahead and show me your movement, Evernoob. Yeah, gonna be convenient that he held on to it. Maybe. Depends on how much. I mean, Sardak's gonna have a lot of hits. So far, he has no bombardment, though. He's only brought 1 ground force so far. So he needs to bring that carrier. Is he abandoning Mechatol Rex? He could bring... Evernoob, you brought 4 units and you only have 3 capacity. Okay, so 1 fighter returns. All right, is this your final movement? Okay, got it. Is Hunter still on the call? No. He's not. Okay, final movement. So that is after combat, or after move. We are before combat. Are you... I don't know what to do in this situation. Are we ready to roll combat rolls? Okay. PDS. Go ahead and roll them. Again, it's up to you guys to announce that. I'm not going to say, let's look for everybody's PDS. But PDS are optional, so... 3 hits from PDS. He's got a fighter. And so he could lose the fighter, and he could technically lose the carrier and be okay, and then I guess lose a cruiser. Or tap the flagship, but that's the dangerous thing. He doesn't have a sabotage. So the flagship gets tapped. Michael holding on to it again. Okay, flagship uses sustained damage, 2 more hits. Oh, direct hit out from Michael. Pay for a sabotage, maybe? So, direct hit has been hit on the Evernoob Sardak Nor flagship, and he still needs to account for 2 more hits. Okay, fighter and cruiser and flagship. And so then we need to rectify... actually, your capacity is fine. So any retreats or withdraws, or sorry, at the start of combat abilities. Anything at the start of combat. 3, 2, 1. All right. Any retreats or withdraws? Just retreat back to Mechatol. Okay, no retreats. So purple, go ahead and roll 1 carrier, 1 cruiser. If you use this sheet back here, you just add a carrier. And then Michael, you've got 2 cruisers. So 1 hit apiece. Looks like we lost a cruiser and a cruiser. Second round of combat. Here we go. He needs a lot of luck. No hits. Cruiser. Okay. Just so everyone knows, too, if you do play a morale boost, you can set it on your faction sheet, and that will also get counted in these little battle calculators. So don't throw them straight into the discard unless they get sabotaged. All right, that is the end of Evermove's turn. 9. Okay, Michael. Michael passes. Alex has already passed. Ben. Ben passes. Paul. Okay. Blue is activating Mehar Zul. There's the activation. Okay, sounds like Paul is wanting to do... Wait, no, not Paul. Evernoob. Alrighty. Okay. So Minister of Peace does not fire. Are you doing movement, Paul? Yeah. That's the I mean, that's what the Minister of Peace should do. Every time anyone tries to do anything that's like gonna get them a point or whatever, make them pay up. Because you can't use it on yourself, so it's like all I'm here to do is prevent big attacks. Like, yeah, I could save it for the end game, but I don't know what the end game's gonna look like. I could stop you right now or get paid for it, and depending on how you feel about that, then we'll see how it goes. I'm all for the Minister of Peace not being very peaceful. Sure. If you just hit R on that token, it'll turn into 3 singles. Boom. When you have a 3 trade good or a 3 fighter or whatever, if you hit R on it, it'll turn into 3 of the specific things instead of 1. Very. He also needs to win a combat against... No, he needs Mechatol Rex. He still hasn't been going for Mechatol Rex. Okay, is that your final movement? Okay. I'm going to swap out 1 cardboard for 1 plastic just to rectify that. All right, so that's the end of movement. Are we moving on to start of combat? Thank you. Okay, go ahead. I see 2 PDS. I don't mean to sound so frustrated when that happens. I don't know why I'm reacting that way, but I just want things to go as fast as possible. Right, you had to help him the other day, didn't you? You were giving him a hand getting. He said he's played a few games though now, or maybe that was somebody else. I forget. Yeah. Tapping a dread, and you said what? Losing fighter. Okay. Dreadnought has sustained damage. Start of combat abilities. Anything? Yellow, are you declaring a retreat? Okay, are you picking up a ground force in the cruiser? All right, first round of combat. Blue, 1 flagship, 2 dreadnoughts. Oh, all right. 1 ground force picked up in the cruiser. I wouldn't have, honestly. You've typed, yeah, there's a W in this thing. All right, now go ahead and roll for combat. You got a W in your combat rolls. All right, 3 hits, yellow. 1 roll for your cruiser. Okay, yellow needs to account for 3 hits. Blue needs to account for 1 hit. Okay, tapping a dreadnought. Michael, are you losing the cruiser and ground force? Okay. So start of invasion. Are you bombarding? That's 2, and then Arc Secundus has 3 rolls of bombardment. So 5 plus plasma scoring is 6. Oh, you forgot to hit the plasma scoring button. So just go ahead and roll 1 more dreadnought. Just reduce, get rid of the flagship. I mean, yeah, it was 2 hits. Are we taking the 2 hits? That really was it. So we don't need to roll more. Okay, invading and taking Mehar Zul. Next up is Evernoob. Building at home. 9 of spades while he builds. What did you say you were building, Evernoob? Two ground forces, 2 fighters. Barony, you'll be next. What did you spend to build these? Okay. All right, Barony, your turn. Back to Sardak. Okie dokie, that is the end of round 3 action phase. Evernoob, can you claim any public objectives? Any secrets? 9 of spades, any public or secret objectives? All right, Michael, any public or secret objectives? Okay, any secrets? Alex. No secrets? Ben. Any secrets? And Paul. Any secrets? Okay, the end of round 3 is Yin at 3 points, Mentak and Asarl at 2 points, Barony, Lizix, and Sardak at 1. Your final stage 1 public objective is lead from the front. Spend 3 tokens from your tactic and or strategy pool. I'm going to deal out action cards to everyone. Everyone has neural, so that makes it easy. Everyone, remember to discard down to 7 if you've gone above. What were you saying? Uh-huh. Right. Right. Sure thing. Yeah, I usually do that. I hadn't cleaned it up yet, but I actually do go through and do that. I was just moving through everything. But yeah, I usually do set it up like you're saying. No problem. Everyone clean up. Get your tokens off the board. Flip your planets. Repair your ships. Gain 2 and redistribute. I don't believe anybody has hyper yet. When you are done with everything, return strategy cards, and we'll go into the agenda phase. Unstable planet got discarded by a Sarl. These 3 are all there.
Well, actually, the dreadnoughts don't have heat, even though they look like it. The flat bottom of the dreadnought, like it's got a square on it. That's the bottom.
It is flat. Look at it. It's a flat square. It's a look at zoom in on it, you dink. You stinking dink. You're a monster. I think they're sandwich towers. Yin, don't forget to refresh transit diodes. Asarl, don't forget to refresh your planets. When you're all done, return your strategy cards, and we will jump into the agenda phase. Yeah, it really sucks that got canceled. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Was that first Soul game? That may have been first Soul. No, there was one other. Okay. Paul, if you're done, return your strategy card. All right, start of the agenda phase, ancient burial sites, timing, 3, 2. Here's your first agenda. Research team, cybernetic law, elect industrial planet. Attach this card to the other planet's card. When the owner of this planet researches technology, he may exhaust this card to ignore 1, yellow, prerequisite. Speaker is yellow. Any when an agenda is revealed cards, Lizix. When an agenda is revealed, Michael. Alex? Ben? 9? No, I see it. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Yes, blue says no. Purple says no. After an agenda is revealed. Yellow? Writer window? Alex? Nope, nope. So over to here. Nope. Blue, nope. Purple. All right. No cards being played on this agenda. The vote starts with Alex. Has everyone totaled up their influence properly? We should do that. Sorry, I'll try to remember that next start of agenda phase. Vote goes to Asarl. Vote goes to Yin. Yeah, right. 12. Whoa. What? Who deleted my... Nope. Okay, Yin. Michael. Okay. There's a trade agreement from Yellow. Ten votes on New Albion. Paul abstains. 2 Yellow. Okay, Speaker has abstained. New Albion has the most votes, so we will attach Research Team Cybernetic to New Albion. Boink. All right. Second agenda is... Everyone can... Sure. Did you copy it already? That's the copy? Okay, great. Here we go. Second one is Wormhole Reconstruction Law for all systems that contain either an alpha or beta wormhole. They are adjacent to each other. Against, each player places a command token from his reinforcements in each system that contains a wormhole and one or more of his ships. Starting with Yellow, if we want to refresh these riders, I don't know if you guys were just doing this. Yellow, any when an agenda is revealed. Michael, when an agenda is revealed. Oofa. Okay, red, Alex, green, white, blue, purple, and back around after an agenda is revealed, yellow, Alex, green. I see a rider for green, Imperial rider against from green, white. Sorry, there is a. I mean, there's always a sabotage window there. I'll 1, 2, 3, white. No rider, blue. Sure. That's correct, yeah. Right. Let's see, Asarl is in second. Honestly, against isn't very good here, too. This might just be a definitely wanting against nothing. Yep. Okay, Barony plays a construction rider for purple. Purple's playing a rider. Leadership rider 4. All right, yellow. Michael, any riders? No. Alex? Okay, green. Second opportunity, another one. Tech rider 4. There's his play, really. He's just trying to get the proper point. No riders. Blue, second rider. Yeah, I like doing the Imperial for. Yeah, exactly. Now he's. I don't know. He's getting some great either way. Purple. Second rider yellow. Or new rider yellow. Alex. And last call green. Okay, no more riders. So the new agenda is for all systems that contain either an alpha or beta wormhole are now adjacent to each other, and Barony gets a space dock, Sardak Nor gets 3 command counters, and Isarl gets a technology. Or against, each player places a command token from his reinforcements in each system that contains a wormhole and 1 or more of his ships, and Isarl gets a point. Voting starts with red. Actually, yeah, I agree. I would have worded it just whichever way you want. Nice, nice.
The other thing to keep in mind is, as an intac, when B and B are adjacent, all of a sudden the village options are much wider open if you work them.
Yeah, which I've not noticed that. So, yeah, I don't like being in this position.
This is a trade agreement. Red, Alex, it's in front of your area. It's by your tech. Alt-Shift if you want to look underneath it. Or yeah, you can just do that. Sure. I'll be right back. Hi, Hunter. Hey, you got a webcam on. Scary. All right, 9-4, yin. 2-4. Yellow. Yellow, did you have votes left, or are you at 0? I forget. Don't forget, guys. Well, it won't matter anymore, but in the future, we should actually tap the planets, too, because sometimes it matters for tech. Yellow, how are you voting? Michael? Okay, Michael abstains. The speaker has abstained. 11 votes for means that the wormholes are now all ghost holes and construction. So, Barony, go ahead and put a PDS down. Isarl, go ahead and research a technology. And Sardak Nor, I'm sorry, did I say PDS? My bad. Space Dock. And leadership writer for Sardak Nor. So, Sardak, you can grab your 3 command counters. Isarl, what tech are you getting? What's that? Right, he's not really incentivized to go 4 down. He needs to get lots of other tech. Okay, that is the end of the agenda phase. So we are now at the start of the strategy phase. And Michael, you are speaker, so grab yourself a strategy card. Ah, Hunter's very loud. Hunter's very loud. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, after 3 rounds, it's crazy. Burial even makes it 4 spots. 9 did. And it is now Paul's turn. Looks like maybe construction. Mm-hmm. Worth noting that, oh wait, Alex is not adjacent. I did announce start of the strategy phase. Yeah. Okay, construction for Paul and Evernoob. Having 2 tech and 2 colors revealed very early is super interesting for what it does to the game. Yeah. Dude, if you didn't notice too, 4 factions only have 2 commodities and the other 2 only have 3, so it's been a really weird trade game. There have been actually lots of trading. It's just like they're trading over, they're trading over like 1 or 2 trade goods every time, but it's like kind of everything to everybody. All right, Alex, you are first up, and I'm going to step away for just a moment. What was Alex's first turn? Oh. I'll actually follow, and Root will hang out in this lobby since I got the recording.
So I know you said you were open to me borrowing the Tiba system for a round. Just curious what you want in exchange. Yeah, I'd rather honestly take Tiba than Mechatol. Just because like there hasn't been anybody that's taken Imperial yet, so there's not a lot of secret objectives that have gone out. So I need to get 2 of those anyway. So I'd rather go Tiba than Mechatol and put it in target. I'm just thinking, is your ceasefire already low? You gotta get some tech. Is there anything else that I could convince you to like? I'm just worried you start cutting me if I say, well,
Yeah. They're finishing their conversation.
all right. So for my ceasefire, oh man, but now Mentap's adjacent because A's and B's are, so it's gonna cost me a trade bid to do that too. Like when we make the transaction. Yeah, that's fine. If your first action is to move out of Tiba, I'll give you my.
He wants green to leave Thibba so that he can get 2 adjacent to Mechatol, and he's giving up a ceasefire.
Well, I have Warfare, so those would be the 2 that I'd want to score this round.
On Warfare Imperial. So 9 of Spades wants to get Thibba and the space above it, so that off Imperial he gets 1 point, and then he gets the tech specialty point in the status phase, or vice versa. But he's giving up a ceasefire for it after he does the attack, obviously. All right, yeah, heading back. And 9 and Ben, just so you guys are aware, Diplo popped. Nobody had plans that they could refresh, but everyone put a token in Sardak Nor's home system. I already put yours in there, so you guys are all good. It is now Ben's turn. Yeah. Yeah, he lost a really big fight over Meharzul. Like he sent a lot, and he got completely decimated by PDS and a direct hit that killed his flagship. All right. Sarl pulls back to Baragler to 4. Paul, your turn. The wormholes are now all adjacent to. Everyone is ghosts. Okay, construction is being popped. Everyone let me know in chat if you are doing the secondary, and if you are doing the secondary, say where. And Paul, where are you placing your stuff? Okay, 1 on Abyss, 1 on Rayron. Yellow, purple, green, are you guys doing the secondary? Okay, yellow and green. Yellow, are you doing the secondary of construction? Michael. And Ben? All right. Michael. It is, yep. What's that? Huh. If you message them all, they might show up. If you just do @Goodyin Brotherhood, I wouldn't be surprised if a few of them just appear out of thin air. Especially Yin for Life. He wants his Space Kitty episode. All right, tech is being popped. Michael, what tech are you getting? Okay, so you're flipping Research Team Cybernetic for the faction tech, is that correct? And then spending 2 additional resources, so 8 resources to get Dread 2. Yeah. All right, Laxo. Transit diodes, I see that. Green, Ben, tech. I see a blue. Did you spend 4? I see a 3. Did you spend a... you cannot spend... Or did you skip? No, you didn't skip. You're just spending, Thiba. I see. Okay. Okay, hyper for Paul. 9, did you get tech? Infantry 2. Okay. And Evernoob. Fighter 2. All right, that's the end of tech. 9 of spades, you're up. But he's getting a ceasefire from Yin Brotherhood. Yeah, I don't either. We shall see. Playing TI tokenless. All right, that was White's turn. So Alex, you're up. You just hit R on it, on the token. Yup. Okay, is that your transit? Okay, leadership is being popped. Everyone post how many you're buying if you're buying command counters. And he says, "Good morning, Sonic." White weird. All right, I see 2 for white, 3 for green, 4 for purple, 2 for blue, 3 for purple instead. Yellow, did you buy any command counters? You said it out loud, didn't you? 1 or something. I heard you. That makes it Evernoob's turn. How many tokens did you get, Alex? 4 total. Okay. Evernoob is playing the action card Rise of the Messiah. All right, go ahead and rise your Messiah. Those are all triple tokens. Whoever wants to go next can go. Ben, while he's rising. Okay, politics is popping. Are you taking the speaker token? Alrighty, and let me get you 3 action cards.